Hello, everybody, and I am back here in the Phantom Zone. You guys are now in late night talks, and I am currently waiting the arrival of the late night crew. So while I wait, let me just get my intro out of the way. This is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show. Money taken, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in YouTube entertainment today, Mr. General Zod. Welcome, all you fine folks, to another great evening of intellectual, stimulating conversation and all that good jazz. So, who do we got here? We have GP, who said first, probably be popping back in here. We have Moira. Welcome, Moira. We have Timon Flip. Hey, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. What up? So, yeah, we got a bunch of great stuff to talk about tonight. Welcome, Mr. Tommy. Good to see you. As always, chilling here, doing the awesome mod thing. So I appreciate you. But yeah, I got some great articles to talk about, some serious stuff, some not serious stuff, some entertainment news, things and stuff of that sort. So we're gonna be jumping into that in just a second. Just shooting out the appropriate links, and you guys all tweet us out, let people know that we're live, and we're going to be talking about the things that matter here in the Phantom Zone, or something to that effect. Anyways, let me see what we got going on here. Okay, so I did a great stream the other night. I streamed about power, which we were talking about an issue. Yes, Mr. PB, but I'm waiting for you to jump in here, good sir. And what up, Trey Courtney? Good to see ya. So let me see. Jumping into my Twitter. Let's see. All right, let me see. All right, so there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Let me get the first and probably saddest thing out of the way. Some sad news in the world of entertainment. Ah, Timon, thank you. I did not know the Birds of Prey reviews are in. I'm going to be honest with you. Thank you for bringing that up. But on that subject, I'm going to just totally be surprised. I don't want to read any reviews or anything like that. I'm hoping it's a good surprise. Really hoping it's a good surprise. Considering that a lot of people already don't particularly care about this film, I want to be the first person to make a rating and say, hey, this movie is a great movie, had no agenda politics. At the very least, you know what? At the very least, I don't care about so much the quality of this film as much as just having a fun time with it. This movie isn't going for the Oscars, so I'm not really holding it at a high bar. As long as I'm entertained and I don't get pissed off, I'll consider that a win. Because, not that I shill for DC, but I'm just saying I give them a little bit more leeway than most movies. So, yeah, Timo, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just really hoping this is going to be a really good film. I'm not going to look at the reviews. I'm not going to look at any spoilers or anything that'll come out. I'm just going to go in the movie completely stone cold, nothing, no kind of critiques or anything. And I'm just going to make my own non-biased opinion. So, what's up, Perp Minded? Good to see you. Hopefully, you'll pop in here. I have the link in the group chat, so everybody has that. So, anyways, I was talking on the power discussion, which, by the way, I had 127 views, I think, on that video. So thank you, everybody who popped in or who came in later. We've been having great power talks. But anyways, a bit of news broke, and I mentioned a little bit of it on the power review that I did, but apparently we lost Kobe. Um, and it's really sad. The saddest part about this was his daughter was with him, and there was a horrific crash. And I wanted to cover this a little bit because it was a sad day. I don't really do a lot with celebrity deaths. None of them really affect me because they're celebrities. But Kobe was a pretty decent human being. I think the hardest part about this was the fact that he had his daughter with him, and that's pretty tragic. Welcome, Proper.
Hello. Hi. Well, what are you talking about?
Hey, what's up? Right now, I'm just covering the Kobe prank
No.
blankets.
No,
Yeah,
man.
I had to cover it. I just want to go over it briefly. I did something about it last night, but I wanted to
It,
bring it up because
it says a lot about somebody who's not even a sports fan. To be like,
yeah,
whenever you get frustrated with something, whenever you get frustrated with some stupid homework assignment, you just crumble it up. You just want to, hold on a second. Give me a second here. What were you saying?
But yeah, I think I don't really do a lot with celebrities. As far as I'm concerned, when celebrities pass, that doesn't affect me. But the thing that got me about this was that he had his daughter with him, and I have a daughter, and it's a really sad, tragic thing. Kobe was a pretty decent person,
Seemed
and
like it.
I think
The Oscar thing was something that took me by surprise. But when people were like, "What the fuck?" Like Kobe is just like making an Oscar bait movie or whatever. That's what us cinephiles were probably thinking. A lot of people were, but he had something greater in life than just playing basketball like a badass.
yeah,
He had something else to do, and something that a friend of mine asked me. He said, "Would you rather live to be 41 and accomplish everything you ever wanted, but die at 41 with one of your children, versus accomplishing nothing you ever wanted and dying at 80?" I'd say,
I'll,
give me 41. But if it's your kid with you, that changes things.
it does. That changed the dynamic for me because I mean
There's
that's
some reports
fucking.
that all four of them. I was like, what the? No, there's no way.
Well,
But
you know how the media is. There's going to be like
TMZ
different
was
things.
actually scolded by the LAPD or the LAFD. I don't know which one, but they said that they broke the news before they could even tell the relatives about it.
Which is just fucking. You know what? And I said Trey Courtney. I saw Trey Courtney in the chat saying "fuck people talking trash." I agree with you, Trey Courtney. You know what's disgusting about this whole thing, and this is the thing that really pisses me off, because you have a child involved with this, but they're going to be now just talking so much shit, and all these people coming out talking shit. LB did a video about this. Go check out the Lonely Banter if you hadn't. He did a video about all these people coming out, and it's like, look, the fucking family is grieving. Stop being fucking douchebags and just, let this be. Let the people have their fucking privacy. And it's no different than anybody else who's passed away, who's famous. All of these fucking low life scumbags come out of the woodwork to sit there and get their fucking 5 seconds of fame. And I think that part really pisses me off, because it's like,
it
this
does.
family lost so much. Leave them the fuck alone. Leave them alone.
They lost not only a great father, but a great, daughter, a great niece, a sister.
Yeah.
It's a husband, a brother, a son. Like, nobody thinks about this. That Kobe Bryant
No.
has a family. People do think about it, but nobody considers, unless it's you, unless it's someone that's from your family, you don't understand what that's like.
No,
And
and
to
I
lose not just the father of your family, to lose a daughter, to lose your daughter, your child, somebody you raised to be a good person, somebody that who's now all of her opportunities, all the opportunities she ever had are now gone and destroyed because of this accident, this tragic accident. And nobody thinks about what that's like to lose everything when you're 13. When you have your
yeah,
whole
that's
life ahead of you. And that is what kills me too. And I
yeah,
know,
that
I understand that, you have a kid, and
yeah, that part.
Jeremy,
Let me tell you.
yeah, I know. And, I was talking to Jeremy about this and I called him, um, and that is something that affected him too. Just the whole situation with that. And I'm pretty sure every father
Yeah, I
has
mean,
thought about that. Just to be, this is one thing that has been, going through my mind. And I'm sorry to interrupt you and everything. I know it's your show, but one thing that I just do have to get out is that, like, imagine what it's like to be in a dangerous situation. I mean, it's one thing. Something that hit me that a friend of mine told me is that it's one thing to not be able to protect yourself from danger, but to be in a situation where you can't even protect your own daughter right there, that's something that no father and no mother, no parent should ever have to experience. That's fucked up.
yeah, yeah, it is. And there's just you don't know about the last moments and stuff. I mean, it's really, it's just I can't even put into words what it's like to think about that. Like from the parent angle, I know, like I sat there, and thankfully this news for me, and I mean, I know it's gonna kind of come off as fucked up, and I apologize, but I found out about this news after my daughter had left. So I mean, I didn't even know
Left.
about it because I had gone off of social media so I can
Oh.
spend time with her. And I knew nothing about what was going on. I did something with Second Street Marvel on Saturday, but that I was asleep most of the day. I woke up, I sent them a link. I didn't see anything or hear about this until Sunday. I was setting up to do my power stream, so I was back on, looking at all of the shit I missed, and I was like, "Whoa, what?" And I went through and I
Dude,
read the articles.
it happened yesterday. It happened on Sunday.
No, I thought it was before Sunday, wasn't it? I got the article
No,
pulled up.
it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Must have been a very long day.
It was a very long day. I've been working
It
2 days
happened
straight.
probably like in the afternoon or something, your time. But yeah, it was like around, I don't know, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Uh, Pacific Standard, and just looking around, like driving around Los Angeles, just looking at the faces of people and just seeing how depressed they were. Because this is, I'm not a native uh, angel, I guess. Los Angelan. That doesn't sound right, but like I'm not a part of this community. I haven't been a part of it as long as they have. I didn't live in Los Angeles uh before, while Kobe Bryant was on the Lakers, but I know who Kobe was because, even as somebody who's not a sports fan, whenever you take your homework, just like you just take it apart, crumble it up, and you just shoot for the basket like Kobe.
Yeah,
I fucking missed, by the way, in case you were wondering. It was
that's why we're not
I
basketball players.
miserably missed. But even like all the nerds The non-sports fans were the ones who, who embrace this as well. Someone like me, I have never even really watched a full Kobe Bryant game. I haven't seen the highlights. I don't know why he is this famous. I know he's a great player, but that's all I know. But that's all you need to know. That's how much of an impact that he has had on people, on culture, on everything.
Yeah, man.
And one of the things that kind of disturbs me is that, this happens to a ton of different people who've been taken from this earth too soon. Like, I'll give an example. Randy Rhoads. For those of you who don't know, Randy Rhoads was a guitar player who played on Ozzy Osbourne's first 2 albums. People know who Ozzy is, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
People know the song Crazy Train. The guitar player on that song, that iconic song, he unfortunately died in a plane crash when he was 25. And I think of that, and I think about this moment. It has nothing to do with each other, but I'm just like, I do think that these are 2 men that just were gone too soon, under circumstances that they could not prevent.
And that's what I said. The biggest thing for me about this whole thing that makes it really fucked up is, like, when a star dies from, like, drug overdose or something like that, I'm like, you know what? They had that coming, whatever. It's still fucked up, but it's kind of
you
life.
can certainly think that, and addiction is not something to fuck around with either. But this
exactly.
To your point, this is a circumstance that, addiction, you can, some people would say, like, they would argue, like, you can prevent this. So, you can just not do it. Just say no and whatever.
Yep.
but this is different.
Yeah, this is an act of God. I mean, this is literally, there is nothing you could do about it, and it just makes you go, man, like, what the fuck? Like, why, out of all of the people, and yet fucking Keith Richards is still alive? That motherfucker, I'm convinced, is gonna live fucking forever. You got someone like that who should have died fucking years and years ago. Dude, and that motherfucker is still alive. All of the Stones should be fucking dead right now.
Ozzy Osbourne is in the same boat as Keith Richards. He's had health problems in the last year too. And I'm mentioning him now. I guarantee. I hope to God. He's in Black Sabbath, so it is what it is. But I mean, like, geez, like, look, even though I'm not a big sports fan, I felt the impact as well. But not only that, but I'm thinking about, because Jeremy said, that this was his favorite basketball player of all time. He loved Jordan, loved LeBron. This is a new sport, by the way. If you think about it, Kobe Bryant is the only real great basketball player who's gone. Like, really, really great, who's really had an impact on people. He's the first one to go. That's how new this sport is. That's how new this all is. You've had NFL coaches, NFL players who have gone, before. I'm sure that there are NBA players as well. I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody, but, there's only like 3 players that are mentioned ever. Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. Those 3 are the only ones that are mentioned.
That's true.
And as of Saturday, all 3 of them were alive. And unfortunately, what happened yesterday, one of them is no longer with us. That just shows you how new the sport is, how much of an impact it has had on a lot of communities, especially the African American community. People who especially like the low income communities, and LeBron has been trying to help, these people. Kobe has as well. Jordan has to a lesser extent, I guess. He didn't. I don't really think he cares, to that. Well, I don't know as much about his contributions, I guess, but I know that as an Ohioan, LeBron has done a lot, and I know Kobe has done a lot, but inspiring these young people, and giving them hope that they can have a greater future. That's not something to take lightly.
Yeah, it's the sad thing. The saddest thing about this is that you know they you lost a truly decent person, and
He did seem like a
I
decent
mean,
person
you know
in
we
this world of Hollywood. Yeah, you're right about
we
that.
lose a decent person, but fucking Brie Larson, she's still fucking alive and kicking.
Oh no
Can't
no
get
no no
her
no
to
no
fucking
no
die.
no no
But
no
no,
we're not.
but we lose
No
the good
no
one.
fuck you. No, we're not. No, I'm not gonna get it.
Sorry.
No,
PB mentioned
you
Brie
should.
Larson,
No,
and I went off on a rant.
I,
I
I didn't
apologize.
mention I didn't mention Brie Larson. You did. No, that's fucked up, dude, and you know that.
No, no,
Like,
no. PB had mentioned that earlier. That was the
oh,
one that I was
dude,
following, and I was
no,
like,
no, 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 dude. If Brie Larson was in that helicopter, I would be sad for her family as well. Let's just be honest here. You don't want to trade places. If anything, I would trade places with him because I would have a way out of such a terrible, look, you know, and anybody would, anybody, who I'm sure there's a legion of basketball fans, millions of fans who would love to take the place of Kobe on that plane, or better yet, take the place of his daughter or something like that.
yeah, that.
There are people who would be willing to do that and make, but that's not the cards that they were dealt. That's not the world that we're living in. We're living in a world where Star Wars sucks, Terminator sucks, Star Trek sucks, Doctor Who sucks, Kobe's dead, Neil Peart is dead. Half of what made AC/DC great, one of the two guitar players, is now gone.
Wow,
And
man.
and and the only thing that we have hope for is fucking Karate Kid. The Karate Kid. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of
Wow, man, this really hit you hard, man. Like I just
no. It's a combination.
I don't get sad as a villain, but goddamn, man.
No. Like, we are living in a world that sucks, and that's just the cards that were dealt with in this stupid parallel universe. If it was my fantasy world, my parallel universe, I would love to have everyone be alive, but no, that's not the case. And LB is looking at me like I'm an idiot, like I'm a stupid white boy. How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you this evening?
I'm very stressed out.
Why are you stressed?
No, I'm just like, we're living in a world that this has happened. So I'm trying to vent, man. That's all.
It's all good. Mr. Zod, how's it going?
Man, I was doing good, and then poor Proper went off on this. Man, I need you to be happy tonight because Proper went off, and now I'm not. I just might fly into that little fucking diamond and just go spinning around forever.
I think LB's shirt explains it all, bruh. It's Lonely Banner, and that's all I need. That's all I need. Dude, LB, it's so good to see you.
Man, it's good to see you, man. I hope I can unstress you out, if that even makes sense.
Go. Try.
So what y'all talk about?
So right now, if you can tell by the happy demeanor, we're talking about the Kobe situation, and I said that unlike most passings, it kind of hit me harder because of his daughter being with him, and I have a daughter, so it was a little bit rougher hearing about this news. And I was watching your video, and
You wasn't
the
watching my
normal.
video.
I actually I watched the video, and all the nonsense about people coming out and saying bullshit, and it just pisses me off, LB, because it's like right when this man dies in a terrible circumstance, then you have the media and all of these people coming out of the woodwork. They can't just leave the family alone. They gotta talk with the rumors and the bullshit, and it's just
Yeah, man, it's absolute trash, man, and like even some of the comments in the video, it's just like some of the people are like, you think I'm supposed to care? Like, okay, if you don't care that he died or that you think he's a rapist, don't say anything. Like, he died, his daughter died, his wife and kids just lost a husband and a father, and y'all feel the need to go out and talk about how he's a rapist. Keep it to yourself.
My God.
What's so hard about
bitch?
that?
Oh God. Yeah, he was fired. He, she, whatever the fuck, Evan, Rachel, whatever the fuck their name was. He or she. I seriously actually don't know if her
It's
name
a she.
was Evan or Rachel. Okay.
Yeah, it's a she.
All right. So this bitch, I can say that appropriately. Was fired from the podcast, and they decided to end it because of it.
Good.
Because of their comments. Like,
Good.
all right, he's also like they literally said like, okay, he was also a rapist. Two things can coexist at the same time. Just like, no, fuck you. Fuck everybody that looks like you. Fuck your family. And this is somebody that you wouldn't even want to fuck in the first place. So why are they talking about sexual harassment? Fuck you.
Can I also say something too? Because
so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Wait, let me just say something too. I like to say that these were allegations, not proven, by the way, because I remember the whole fucking scandal, and they did not prove a goddamn thing. None of this was substantiated. So tell me why now, when the man can't defend himself, all of these fucking cock-sucking roaches come out of the woodwork and have to run their mouth now.
I don't want to defend them, but they was doing this when he won the Oscar last year. But that doesn't excuse this. But this like, they're under no circumstances do you need to put out there that he's a rapist. Like, he wasn't convicted of rape, for one, and he just died with his daughter.
Yeah, and people said, if I remember correctly, people said, similar things about, they talked about the flaws about Robin Williams when he passed away. Like, fuck off.
Right.
Fuck off. It happened. Like, oh my God, who was the last person that this happened to? It was somebody very recently, and they were like, "Oh, this guy's a piece of shit." Oh no, Stan Lee happened.
Yeah, I remember
that. There's these bitches, who just said like, "Oh, he did like this and that and the other," and like, what's the point? You just fuck these people. Just like, but again, as I said before, these are people you wouldn't even want to fuck in the first place. Just like, fuck them. They suck.
Right, Mr.
No,
PB?
I wouldn't. And as you can see by my expression, I'm not happy with these ridiculous people either.
And I can tell with your tone that you're so excited about this.
Like, man, I don't have a problem.
I'm upset that apparently this is the issue we're talking about, because I saw the promo for the show and it said we're talking about an issue, which meant it was just one. So apparently we're just talking about Kobe Bryant, which, I mean, is fine with me because I love Kobe.
Man, it's like, it's crazy. Like, man, just thinking about it. It's like, man, we live in a country where you can say whatever you want. I'm not telling you what you can or can't say, but it's like, man, use some sense, man. Think. Like, do you think this is a time, like, within hours of his death?
Yeah, I
Before-
thought there was
Look,
a certain
I'm sorry
level
to
of
insult the
decorum you
women
could
by saying
use.
that. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying I thought there was a certain level of decorum you could still use, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I say that, no one wanted to fuck these people because Jesus Christ. I mean, just like, look, I mean, there's a certain amount of respect, like a human decent respect, and then if you do something like this, you lose that. You lose it. And so you have every right to feel the way you feel, about people insulting you afterwards. All you want is the attention, though.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not going to give, I don't use this word very often, but I'm not going to give these. No, I won't say it. Not here. Not now.
But
I'm not going to give these pieces of shit. I'll put it that way. I won't give these pieces of shit. I seriously want to, drop a see you next Tuesday, but Jesus.
And you know what I hate?
It's not going to be today. It's not going to be today because, these people are not deserving of that attention.
You know what I hate the most about this is that these people are using the excuse, what about all of the victims of rape?
I don't know. That's not people who are sports fans. That's not their responsibility for liking somebody.
Right.
Like, Jesus, like, why would you blame it on people like us?
Like,
we're just
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Right. These people are mad that people are mourning somebody they grew up with. Like, I never was a Kobe.
Doesn't necessarily even know about this, and doesn't want to think about this the day that their hero is dead. That's fucked up. Like, look, if Slash, look, if I'm not a big sports fan, but I do understand the music equivalent of that. It's like, for me, if Slash died tomorrow, I'd be devastated. I wouldn't want any of you assholes to talk to me for a while because I'll be mourning. I'll be listening to Sweet Child of Mine for like 3 days straight, but nobody considers this. Nobody considers how much of an impact that they've had on this. And,
Welcome
LB,
to the jungle?
Yeah, exactly. No, I will listen to that. I'm sorry, LB, to interrupt, but
no, man, man, there's no hope for people, man. And they said it because they thought they was going to be protected because they're women.
Oh my God, that should be the clip of the night. Oh my God, that was magical.
Oh my God, by who? White Knights of the Old Republic? Oh my God.
Oh man,
that's great.
I thought that LB was going to reiterate the sentiment that he had in the video that he made, because I thought that it was excellent coming from somebody who wasn't a Kobe fan and wasn't a Laker fan and specifically hated the Lakers.
Hey, man.
I thought that you made some excellent points and you were very respectful.
Yeah, man. It's like,
I don't see how it's that hard to do that.
Right. It's like, man, and even in there, like, I diss Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't disrespectful. I'll let you know my feelings about the man and the team he played for. And I explained it. People, it's not that hard to do,
Exactly. And you know what's funny is that there was I'm gonna sound terrible for saying this, but there was somebody on the TMZ comments on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but this guy posted a GIF of a helicopter upside down, just going in circles. And yeah, I know. And I was like, I thought it was hilarious, but but I'm like, okay, I understand it's been less than an hour. Like, this is fucked up. Like, this is really fucked up. I'm just
I
like,
didn't even
look,
make a joke that soon.
like, yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
it was funny. It was funny, but it would have been funny like a few days later. You know, there really is, to me. You know, I just thought like, I mean, I understand that people, you know, are laughing about, or making jokes to make light of a dark situation. That's how some
Exactly.
people grieve.
A
You
lot
know,
of people will use the humor to mask their pain.
exactly. Anthony Jeselnik had two examples. He's a comedian, for people who don't know. One was after the Colorado shooting in The Dark Knight Rises. He said, "Other than that, how was the movie?"
Which
And
Oh yeah, I
during
remember that one.
during after the Boston Marathon, he said there are some lines that just shouldn't be crossed, especially the finish line.
that's
But
terrible.
that is
I
terrible.
remember
That's
that one
terrible.
too, and I laugh both times now because they're funny jokes.
I know. And for me, the helicopter upside down was so ridiculous, but not disrespectful. I mean, it was just one of those things, and people were saying terrible things, but I'm just like, look, everyone is going to be saying, everyone and their mother is going to be saying on Twitter, like, I'm so sorry about this. This is terrible. Rest in peace, blah, blah, blah. But then somebody has an upside down helicopter. How do you not laugh at that? I mean, there has to be some sort of break, I guess. There has to be someone who has some humor, like as ridiculous as an upside down helicopter going in circles. Like, I'm sorry if you're offended by that. I understand that it was too soon. It was like an hour after it was announced, and it was way too soon. But at least
That's pretty quick.
has a quick, snappy sense of humor and is willing to do something, ridiculous like that. And it probably helps some people, grieve because of how do you not, like, I don't know if I can try to like pull it up or anything, but wow. Like, it was so ridiculous that I couldn't help but laugh. And we knew
Yeah, and I
humor.
think, see, but there's a difference. Like comedians and things like that, they still, even if they say a messed up joke, you could tell that it's in the spirit of trying to get people to laugh. There's a difference between being malicious about something and then someone trying to bring levity to a situation, like you said. There's like comedians, that's what they do. And that's also their way they deal with tragedy and tragic circumstances, or even trying to help people deal with the tragedy is through comedy, because, they just got that need to make people laugh in dark situations such as that. So, there's a difference between that and just being a piece of shit and trying to capitalize and get your fucking 5 minutes of fame because you want to be in the limelight. You want to be a part of the whole fucking spectacle. And, that's
Right.
this is
I
great
thought that
for
you
me
already
as
talked about Rush. Now you're bringing up Limelight. That's an excellent song.
don't steal my thunder, damn it. Anyways, like I was saying, this,
Do.
You know what's crazy?
anyways,
Like, I'm just
Oh,
thinking, what I was gonna say. No, I don't remember. I was talking about self. I'm sorry.
no. No, but I mean, was anything that I was saying, making any sense at all, LB or PB?
Yeah.
Just like the upside down helicopter kind of gif, like that's funny. Like in the moment, like it's something that will cheer people up, I guess. Like that's not in the mean spirit as somebody saying, like something that I sent to you guys. I think earlier, was Evan Rachel or whatever the fuck he or she, whatever the. I don't know.
Oh,
Boys and girls are so interchangeable nowadays.
yeah.
I can't even tell. So I guess it was a chick who got fired from the podcast. Just said like, oh, by the way, he was a rapist. That's not fucking cool. But
Well, I mean,
an upside down helicopter. I'll try to bring it
when
up.
you're talking about drawing the line for
please
mean-spirited,
tell me.
is it mean-spirited to call somebody a goat fucker on Twitter?
Depends if they are or not.
I don't know. Ask Justin. It happened to him today.
I didn't get fucked by a goat. What are you talking about?
Were you not called? No, I didn't say that you fucked a goat. I said you got called a goat fucker.
I certainly hope
the
you
Mary
didn't.
Mayhem debate thing.
Sure, the constant retweeting.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about?
We hate each other now. I guess. I don't know. We're YouTube besties, and we've broken up, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, just so I got it all straight there, now it's totally straightened out. I just wanted to know if that
it's
had crossed the
totally
line.
straightened out. Both two bisexuals are now straightened out.
I guess I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what to say to that. I've just been catching up on the Twitter.
Because PB decided to bring up a very inappropriate conversation. So
you mean inappropriate conversation?
It was.
I was referencing a question that you were posing to us, and I asked if that crossed the line in your estimation.
Which was what did I say that would have brought this up?
I don't remember. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, of course. You bring it up because you're an asshole, and LB is looking at you like you're an idiot as always.
Well, I mean that's what cousins do.
Exactly.
God. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Help me! Help me!
So it's good to see that we're all assholes bringing levity here.
Glad to see.
So
it's so glad. It's so glad.
Oh,
yeah, it's okay.
Trey Courtney says, "I wish Jurassic World was real, so we can feed these parasites to a T-Rex."
Like who?
If only.
Who? You and Zod? What is he talking about?
You know what? How did I get dragged into this whole thing? I'm just sitting here.
I don't know.
My own business,
Maybe
reflecting on life, and all of a sudden I'm dragged into your guys' spat. I don't.
Yes.
You know what? You talk about the word like you're just like I got dragged into it. Like you're a drag queen or something. Like, wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting if Zod was a drag queen? Ugh.
I would be a damn fine-looking drag queen. Thank you very much.
He really said that. Where was that at? Okay, we are
and now
43:30.
His shirt is very self-explanatory for not only my reaction to my comment, but everyone else's reaction. Just like, bruh, nah.
I need to get an avatar with a face palm.
Go for
it. Okay, so quickly let's switch gears.
Can we get you LB like doing a face palm, please?
No, not right now.
No. No, I was joking about that. No,
you don't have any women in the chat.
What?
That's a shame.
I mean, that's Zod's fault.
Well, share the stream on Twitter and just tag a bunch of women randomly.
What? Am I the chick magnet? I guess I am. Well, let's see.
Yeah. So let's swing this back
sorry, I
around.
accidentally shared the StreamYards link.
Hey, you know
Oops.
what's funny? That lady, what's her name? Evan, Rachel, whatever. Yesterday was the first time I ever heard of her.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that strange that the first time you ever hear about somebody is when they falsely accuse somebody of rape? Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not falsely, but maybe just somebody who just wants the attention.
Yeah, apparently
And
she's
they
in
want to
Frozen too.
capitalize on somebody else's death. Like what the fuck? This is makes no sense.
She's in Frozen too. That's all I know.
Is she?
Yeah, I don't know what she does in Frozen 2, but she's in it.
Oh
I haven't
God!
even
Then
seen
that tells
I
me
haven't
everything I need to know. Because that movie's fucking horrible.
I haven't even seen the first Frozen. So I
Don't.
don't know what.
You
Don't
ain't missing.
bother.
You're not missing anything, to be honest with you.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
you're
like,
not.
look, like at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of over these Disney movies. I'm over the Pixar movies. I'm willing to watch Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3, I was like, okay, this is the last Pixar movie I'm ever gonna watch. Then I was suckered into watching Cars or whatever the fuck.
Worst
I
Pixar
thought
movie ever.
it was a piece of shit. I wish I had never paid for that movie.
Yeah, man.
Same
rather-
with that. And movie 43 was a terrible movie.
Speaking of movies, our next topic of discussion is going to be on Black Widow because I know PB just can't get enough of redheads. So there is
Fuck
apparently.
yeah.
I knew when I said Black Widow, PB just sprung to life.
Hold on a second. I feel like there was something that wasn't resolved with LB.
What's up?
Was there something that you wanted to say about the earlier topics? I felt like there was something that you were trying to say, but I was being a dramatic asshole, and not letting you speak. So
No. I'm just here for the ride. I infiltrated the fandom zone.
okay. Then there was something you wanted to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but I did feel like I interrupted a couple of times that you wanted to speak. So.
Nah, man, you straight. You good, man. We could talk about Black Widow. I'm interested to hear what rumors you have tonight on Black Widow.
Oh, yes. And I want to stress this is a rumor. I'm not saying it's factual, but Marvel fans could have discovered an Avengers Black Widow plot hole no one ever noticed. So, Scarlett Johansson's role as the Black Widow has been one of the most popular ones in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She made her film debut in 2010's Iron Man 2. Ever since, has been a staple in the Marvel movies. I don't know if you go as far
And a
as saying-
staple in AC/DC's discography. The only thing that makes that movie great, by the way. But to your point, go ahead.
Black Widow will be releasing in May 2020. While the film will certainly answer some question about the heroine's backstory, fans have started to wonder whether or not one seemingly forgotten plot point will be addressed. Black Widow has a complicated backstory, while the characters of Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, has had slightly different trajectory in the Marvel films than she did in the comic books. It was interesting and thought-provoking journey, nevertheless. After Romanoff's introduction into the Iron Man 2, Johansson reprised the role in 2012's Avengers, Captain America, and the Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron, Captain America Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. The character of Black Widow has become a huge fan favorite, and throughout the course of the film, she has fought along the side of the galaxy's greatest heroes. Sadly, in Avengers Endgame, spoiler, Romanoff made the ultimate sacrifice, giving her own life so that the supervillain Thanos' plans can be thwarted. Still, fans needn't have worried that they would never see the character of Black Widow again. Shortly after Romanoff's ultimate fate, it was revealed in Avengers Endgame. Marvel announced that the upcoming Black Widow standalone movie would reveal even more about fan favorite assassin turned superhero. What Black Widow plot hole was recently revealed? Ahead of Black Widow's May release, Marvel has released an exclusive comic book tie-in called Black Widow Prelude. The comic details the period of time just after the events of Captain America's Civil War, when Romanoff went into hiding, running from the authorities. At one point in the comic, Romanoff comes into contact with a character named General Thunderbolt Ross, who reveals to the readers a very interesting detail that had been referenced in 2012's The Avengers. And speaking
you lost me like 30 minutes ago.
Speaking about Romanoff's past, Roth reference, a former associate
the
of
cliff
hers.
notes. Like what are you trying to get at? What's the issue here?
I'm getting to that. I enjoy reading, and I haven't messed up. And here you go, messing up my place in this article. The one article I have not tripped over any words. I've not messed up any names. Just let me have
that
this.
You know of. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Ross indicates that Romanoff was trained
Who the fuck is
under
Ross? Like, kidding.
General
I'm
Ross.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, this is not the first time Marvel fans have heard of General. Okay, this is going to be a
General
word I mess up. Dreykov. I'm going to say Dreykov. I'm probably wrong about that. In the Avengers supervillain, Loki.
General Jackoff. Okay, yeah, we get it.
No, it's a Russian name. So this is
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Continue.
So this is the general that trained Romanoff.
Oh.
So in the movie, supposedly the plot holes that they're going to talk about is this guy who trained her, a hospital fire, and the thing that Burton and her talk about in the movie about wiping the leisure clean. So apparently all of this stuff will be referenced in the upcoming movie. Exact plot points in the Black Widow movie, though, still remain unknown, but the rumors have been running rampant. Many fans are wondering if they'll finally learn the full details of Romanoff's introduction, how her family assassin plays into it, the elusive general will likely make an appearance, and some other top secret characters. In addition, fans are hoping Iron Man will somehow make a cameo. I doubt that, considering that at this point in the timeline, Tony Stark would have been alive. So, yeah, what do you guys think about them referencing some of these? Oops. Haha. What do you guys think about them?
Haha.
What do you guys think about them addressing some of these things? They're saying that they're going to finally close.
What is the plot hole?
Right. Honestly, I heard every word you said, but I didn't comprehend any of it.
So I guess the plot hole that they are going to fill in is what this horrendous stuff is that she always talks about in the Avengers movies, and
Budapest.
And Budapest, yes.
That's not a plot hole.
I don't know. They call it a plot hole.
That's just a story for another time that we're actually going to get. Fucking Star Wars.
Where did you get this from, man?
Hold on. I got this
probably from one of Second Street Marvel's favorite websites.
No, it's Showbiz Chat Street.
Chat
Sheet.
Oh, you got it from the cheat sheet?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like I said, it's a rumor.
Like I said, I was considering using the cheat sheet for doing a frickin' like mockumentary style frickin'
Oh my god,
video.
shut up, please.
The cheat sheet. Oh my god.
Just
Okay. So no plot holes.
leave it as it will. Leave it be.
Okay,
I'm
so
still
Zod,
excited
this
for
is your
the
channel,
movie.
okay? So keep
I'm
keep
excited
going.
to know how to say that general's name
This
the
isn't that
appropriate
hard.
way.
Come on.
so let
Zod,
me ask.
check your Twitter, yo.
And LB is just like, bruh, what the fuck? What are you fucking fools doing?
Bruh, I got a question. What made you decide to talk about this? Because no one's ever heard of this website. None of us.
I mean, I've seen the cheat sheet pop up before on my Google, and I probably clicked on it once or twice, and then I was like, nope, never again.
So we got this covered, right? That's like the bottom of the barrel, right? This website you named is below. We got this covered.
That's like cosmic book news.
Man.
As Odin's movie blog, that's going to be in my video about YouTubers, improper YouTubers. He called it Cosmic Book Moose, which I thought was very funny. Somebody like him. No, I think he even said
Pretty good coming
Cosmic
from a
Book
god.
Moose, not moose, not news. Just
That sounds
moose.
delicious.
I know. Everyone wants a good moose.
I love
guess.
moose.
Yeah, but anyways,
Not like the animal, like the dessert.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
I know we did, but
I mean, I don't
we're
know
going
what
to
the
move
plot
on to
hole-
the next
yeah,
topic
yeah, we
because
need
the
to.
topic we were going to talk about isn't a topic because there isn't a plot hole. He just wanted to try and talk about the Black Widow movie, but we didn't have an actual subject to talk about other than it's coming out in May, people. Go watch it. It'll be exciting, and you'll get to see what happens in Budapest. There you go.
You see what happens in Budapest? What the fuck? I don't know where
That's
that
all
came
I
from,
care
but-
about.
Is Budapest?
Man, I keep trying to
Yes.
tell y'all, man. I'm just gonna repeat this again. If it doesn't come from the Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, The Wrap, Variety, and sometimes Collider, don't believe
It ain't real.
It ain't.
It ain't real.
Right.
It's not
Or, I mean,
real. This is fake
if I'm
news.
doing numbers, I'll
You
look
are
at
fake
Forbes.
news. Like it's one of those things.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
if you're looking for news and rumors, if it ain't from those websites, it ain't true. It's not.
I wouldn't put Collider among those.
Yeah, I said
people,
sometimes. Sometimes they sometimes get stuff.
Yeah, they get.
It's
yeah,
like
they get it
it's
right
like
sometimes.
the vowels. The vowels. Collider is Y. It's like sometimes Y.
That's a good one.
Is
I
that
like that
is that what
analogy.
the,
That was
the
pretty good.
comparison? Is
That
that
was
accurate,
excellent.
LB? Is that accurate?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes.
I know it's a stupid comparison, but
Yeah,
What?
but man, showbiz.
I just
showbiz,
said it was a
whatever.
great comparison.
I wasn't talking to you. Just like LB was just like, that's not what I was talking about. But I feel like it missed the mark. What's a more accurate comparison? I guess. Like with their accuracy, because Collider isn't entirely reliable on everything.
Okay. Here's an example. You know how a lot of people are claiming we was right about the Obi-Wan being canceled thing, but it was put on hold. And
I didn't say anything, but
no,
I
I'm saying,
understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of people's like, see, we was right. Obi-Wan is canceled. No, it's not canceled. They say it's been put on hold. That's Collider, right there. Compared to Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, and stuff. They're right like 2 times out of 2,000.
And this is the 2 of 2,000, so 1 of 1,000.
So they're a broken
So it's
clock.
less than 1% of the time they're accurate with the breaking news. Okay.
Yeah.
But what makes this specific example correct, in your opinion?
What, this Black Widow thing?
No. The Obi-Wan thing. Like, why are they right about this?
Well, I wouldn't say they're right, but like they're celebrating this like they was right. Like 2 weeks ago they were saying Obi-Wan was canceled.
Oh, they broke it. Oh, I get.
Oh, not Collider. I'm just talking about YouTubers. But I was just using that as an example. I might have went too deep.
Oh, okay. No, so Collider is still sometimes Y. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Zod, do you
Zod,
have anything with legit news?
yeah. Would you like to talk about that Jaws remake?
I want Zod to read that
No.
message from Tommy from 12:59.
All right, hold on.
God.
12:59.
2 minutes ago. Okay.
Welcome to Zod Phonics with your host. I can't pronounce this. Zod, share this complicated reading stream and jump on the like button like a landmine.
Oh God. What?
That was magical. All right, no. I do have relevant news. So I'll go to the next topic.
Before you talk about it, what website is it from?
I mean, it's from Cinema Blend.
Good Lord.
Okay, but by the way, for all the newbies in the chat,
You
all
got
the
the
new
face
people,
palm. You got the face palm right there.
for all the newbies in the chat, it is the least groundbreaking or shaking, but always media shillmite taking the man, the myth, the legend, the least electrifying YouTuber in YouTube entertainment today, Miss General Zod. Like, Jesus. Oh, did I get that right?
Surprisingly,
was that actually correct?
Yeah, good job. Good job.
That was all accurate.
Oh my God.
That was very accurate.
Fuck.
I was hoping to use that. I just wanted to stop because we were all face palming you, and I just wanted to yeah. Okay.
Okay,
There was
so
no point to that. There was
Here we
literally no
come.
point to that. I am sorry. And then now I'm looking at LB's shirt and I'm ashamed of myself. What again? So
Why?
let's
Because you
go.
don't have a shirt?
No, just like his facial expression is like his shirt.
I'm gonna everybody watch him as the general reads this ridiculous article. I have no idea what's in it. I didn't read any of the articles for tonight.
Oh,
This is all
you have
fucking
a
new to
guest
me.
here, by the way.
Oh, there's somebody in the back. Somebody in the
Yeah,
back.
someone's in the back.
She said,
Hello there.
hello.
I've never been referenced as there's someone in the back. That's interesting. Very interesting. It's a first for everything with Zod's channel, I suppose.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
welcome, Candace. How are you?
What the fuck? What the fuck
Hello
is
there.
with your equipment? It sounds amazing. What are you
Who's-
using?
Me?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my travel gear.
Yes, you.
I don't know. It's just like my Hypercast mic, and that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, no big deal. I just
So-
travel with awesome gear.
So,
No.
Mr. Proper, we sound bad.
Oh, I know.
No, not you, LB.
You want me to turn
No,
up my
LB,
mid,
she
my
sounds
high, or low?
almost as clear
By
as
the
you.
way, LB, it's nice to meet you on panel first time.
Hello there. Nice crossing paths with you. Salutations.
Yes. Apologies if I go in and out a little bit. I'm on a hotel Wi-Fi, and I didn't pay for the high speed. Not yet. So, if it gets really weird, let me know, and I'll pay for it just for you, Zod.
Oh, well, gosh.
You'll pay for it if he PayPal's you the money.
Oh yeah. I would never do that to Zod. Zod's my boy.
Thank you. Someone here cares about
I do.
the news that my raccoons get. I just want to say my raccoons work very hard very hard, and they just get
Oh, they do?
Oh
blasted.
my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
You know, you've never.
Hey, I got something. I'm gonna share here because I was trying to get you to share this. It's a lot more interesting than the Scarlet stuff you were talking about. So I'm gonna
Thank God.
offer it up real quick. Hold on, here we
Damn,
go.
what a low key
You mean
burn.
his cheated
I love
sheet?
I love you. I'm just helping out. Here we go.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Can you click on that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to here. Check out this tweet. This is the I don't know if y'all can see that okay, but I'll go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. This is what the official Black Widow theater standee looks like.
Oh God, my theater hasn't gotten these
What?
yet.
Why is it so pink?
We went from Black Widow to Italian Guido in like a hot second.
You've been working on
happened?
this, haven't you?
No, I have not. But like, look at this. Hold on. Hold on.
But
We'll go
you're
back.
so right about that.
That
Italian
haircut,
Guido.
man. It's like, it's pretty legit. Look at this. Oh, like how do you fuck up
Oh,
ScarJo? How do you fuck up
What the
ScarJo?
hell?
Well
This
done,
was
Marvel.
totally my
Alternate
theater's
haircut
design.
that they were talking about for Endgame. They just like, okay, cut and paste. That'll work.
Well done, Marvel. Well done. The fuck?
Oh,
Why the hell is the symbol fucking white and pink? I don't understand. It's supposed to be red.
It looks like something that you twist up and down to like it's like an hour thing, an hourglass. What the fuck is with that? It's like this movie is only an hour long, or it's gonna waste an hour of your time. Which one is it? I don't know. Which one are we gonna flip back and forth? I have no idea. That's like the predicament that this one shot is presenting to me.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Unlike whatever I came in on when I was in the middle of listening to some Russian, I guess that Zod was saying.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
Yeah, your Russian needs a little work, but that's okay.
We appreciate you adding some substance to his Black Widow.
I do what I
whatever he was
can.
yapping about.
Holy
I do what I can.
shit.
Oh my god!
There's a
Is
purple
this
man.
picture purple?
Oh, hello.
What?
Hello
Hello. I wasn't expecting to get that reaction.
Oh my.
What up, gangster?
Zod,
what up?
you have quite the diverse panel tonight, I have to say.
Yeah.
He acquired
We're
us.
Yeah.
Yes, I have acquired
Oh my
everyone here.
You acquired us.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
I'm really not missing anything. I'm proud of myself.
You should give yourself a pat.
Yeah.
So
Finally.
You don't have any. You don't have any
You have
Oriental people.
Diversity. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
damn
find
it.
an Oriental.
yeah,
We don't have any
Okay.
animals either.
Hey, Rose Tico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But they only let on 6 people at a time, so.
Well, I mean, like, General Zod is trying to, get
Do we-
himself his foot in the door with that ethnic diversity, with the karate community,
Yeah,
because
Do you know any Rose Ticos?
no,
No.
I don't know Kelly Marie Tran.
Do you know any Antonio Banderases?
I wish I did.
Some Salma Hayeks?
Oh, god
Some
damn.
Speedy Gonzalez's?
Yep,
I would
those have
love
been
to
on the
know
list.
each
No.
side of Salma Hayek.
I don't even want to talk to.
Oh, shoot.
I don't even want to talk anymore because like Candace is like, shh.
I know. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, hey guys, hey, shut the fuck up.
Just listen. Just listen, everyone. All right.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the
Great. Fine. Just don't let us.
Hold up. I'm so confused by.
Don't blow it. Don't blow
Hey.
our cover.
I just read Senate. I just read the Senate's last message, and I'm confused.
I'm confused
Let me
too.
see.
So confused. There's a rainbow
He's proud.
behind me.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. There's a rainbow
proud
behind.
one?
No,
He's proud he
my
acquired the black
God.
man and the
Wait,
bisexual.
who's the bisexual?
LOL. The colorful bastard.
Uh-oh. Who's
Oh.
Never mind.
Who's
Never mind.
bisexual?
Whoosh.
Justin.
All right, so let me just ask you guys
Anyways,
this.
LB, you were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Are you less confused now, LB?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That makes one of us.
So,
Glad I could help.
Jesus Christ.
He hasn't helped me in any way for a long time.
That's fine.
No. Anyways, what the
Are
fuck?
we gonna read some more Russian now or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's getting back to my great reading.
Okay.
What? When did that start?
Shut up, PB. Shut up. Okay, I've been reading okay tonight, even if it was a questionable source article.
No lie. I was going.
Questionable.
No, real talk. I was going to say, like, your reading has improved. It's just
The content has not.
Hey. It's a new year, one change at a time. Okay? I'm getting the reading better, and then once I start actually reading good articles, then it'll all come together.
it's not only that.
So
Like,
what are you
It
doing?
all come together.
Now,
Oh my!
I'm not a reading expert. I wouldn't say I'm top tier of reading, but when you're reading articles, you got to bring some charisma to it, and you just lacking that, a little bit of charisma when you're reading.
Or try sexy talk. Either one.
But just use
All
your
right, I'm gonna go.
Oh, God,
sexy
no.
talk.
Holy fuck!
Thank you, Candace.
It'll make it a lot.
Brilliant.
It'll make it more interesting for everybody.
Fine. Read an article. Read any article, and you win. If you are able to seduce me, the rainbow fucker,
Oh
right
my
here,
God!
then go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, man,
Go ahead.
that's hilarious.
Challenge me.
It looks like a rainbow
Welcome
peacock.
everyone
so,
to the
Hold
fandom
on a
zone.
second. I've read the description, so we're either gonna move on to Venom 2 or Green Arrow.
Or
Or we
is
can talk
MGM
about some sort of arrow, depending on whatever the fuck.
Or
God.
The third one. You're going moving on to the third option.
No, just
Yes, I am.
Just read an article.
Okay,
Read an article.
he's gonna try and
that's
seduce you with a
right.
sexy
right, Zod.
007 article.
Zod,
Go
Zod,
for it.
let us have it.
Yes,
All right.
the men and the women.
And the in-betweeners and all the in-betweeners.
Thank you.
Oh,
for
God.
that.
Hey, before you start, I was confused by the message because I thought it said the black man and I was like, hold on, perp. I didn't know this. It's okay though. I'm just saying, I didn't know.
Absolutely not.
All right, go on.
I love vagina. I love vagina.
God, it's on you.
I'm two vaginas.
Jesus Christ.
Vagina.
And speaking of Jesus,
Team
Zod,
Vagine.
save us. Save us.
Yeah,
Oh.
save us with some sexy talk, Zod. Here we go.
Save us with your
they're
sexy,
so-
okay?
All right.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna try my best sexy voice. Haven't had to pull
Ground
this out
shaking,
in a
earth
while.
shaking my
I say
ass.
it.
Like, come on. Let's do it.
Hey, you gotta read the send this latest message. No.
Oh, come on! Send it! No! Why
What
would
do you say?
I feel dirty reading that?
Just say it. Just do it.
Oh my God! Zod can't seduce me. I'm a 16. You fucking creep.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, I guess it depends what country you're in, but yeah.
That's true.
Or
That's
state.
true.
I think it's 16 in Utah.
Yeah, that's true. I live in Utah, man. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's a weird state out there.
It is. I just moved here, and I can't wait to get the hell out. But I do love the mountains and skiing. I'll have to say that.
You should
kinda
move to
fun.
California.
It's
Yeah,
quite.
mountains and
It's
skiing
a
there,
really
too.
fun. It's a really fun white person sport. Skiing. Yes.
Yeah,
That is very true.
I'll
That-
take your word
that-
for it. I've never seen a black person ski.
Neither have I. I have not.
Hey, cool runnings is the
LB
closest we
doesn't
get
go in
to
the
it.
cold.
Oh,
Bob's
better the
funny.
reason.
Oh.
Better the rhyme. It's
Yeah.
Bobsled time.
Exactly.
Where my egg at?
Oh,
She tried.
Great movie.
Anyways, are you gonna try to seduce us or not? Come on.
Oh,
yes.
he's wanting it, man. Bring it.
Act like we're the unicorn.
Holy God.
Oh boy.
Let's hear him. Let's hear him, guys.
Everybody be quiet.
Shh. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, so much pressure.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what he said too.
Nah, bro.
Y'all, I get on this
From a
panel,
certain
and
point of view.
this panel gets so fucking weird when I get on it. I don't understand. Like, it takes a hard left turn.
Oh man.
Oh, left turn. All right.
No. This panel has always been an interesting place.
Shut the fuck up and just do it.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Today on the Phantom Zone, we're going to read,
Junior.
is MGM selling?
Hey,
the
okay,
James
stop
Bond
it. Stop.
Oh, this is a good article. I submitted this one to Geeks and Gamers for review. This is a good one.
Oh man.
And what did they do with it?
Well, I gave it to Odin because if anyone's going to cover it, he should.
Oh.
Out of Geeks
Well,
and Gamers. Because it's good content for movie lovers, and this is a good article. So yeah, cover it, man, cover it.
So, is MGM selling the James Bond franchise
That's not
after
sexy.
No Time to Die?
You know, I
As
swear,
far as-
no, every single James Bond movie, there's always a rumor that they're going to sell it. Every single one.
Yeah.
This is older than the Idris Elba's going to be the Black James Bond rumor.
Oh man, I still want that. I still want that.
So do I.
That'd be good. I think that'd be great. But that's just saying.
I mean, I'm just saying, watch Luther. That man, he's Bond. He's James Bond. Anyways, as far as movie franchises go, there are none quite as legendary as James Bond. 007's adventures have been entertaining audiences for decades, with tons of actors taking on the mantle of Bond. Actor Daniel Craig is coming to an
This is the
end of
voice
his
you
tenure.
use to seduce a unicorn?
No, after LB, I assume facepalm because I'm looking at the article and I can't see. I didn't want to go that route.
God damn it,
He was
LB.
filling it.
God damn
For
it.
shame.
Well, I'm glad you gave me some power after acquiring me, sir.
No problem.
Jim Crow is over.
Oh.
I see y'all negotiating contract.
Oh my god. Screenshot this shit, you guys.
Maybe,
Hell yeah.
maybe
Hell
next
yeah.
week I'll be allowed to vote.
Oh god. Hey, you and me both, man. You and me both.
and Maybe
just need
next
to be
week
able
I'm
to by
allowed to marry
November.
the man of my life.
I don't know where I'm gonna find the time between making all the sandwiches.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, No Time to Die with Mark the Whopping.
No, definitely not in that.
Hey,
Which
Zod.
marks the whopping 25th film in the series.
What
But
happened to
could
the sexy
MGM
voice that you were trying to do? Come on.
Zod, give us James Bond voice if you can't do sexy. Do a little
Please try.
British, something.
Oh man, my British is terrible.
Oh,
I mean,
can't be-
on a
well,
good day, I
just
can do a nice
just-
Irish accent, but when I try to do a British accent, it just sounds terrible.
Hey, Zod.
Can't be any
just
worse than the sexy voice.
pretending to whisper sweet nothings is all that we want.
Never underestimate his ability to fail.
Zod.
Just try. Just try.
but
Need a ginger ale?
but could
No.
MGM be selling the franchise to another studio? Could
This is
they be
adorable.
selling to another studio?
This is like
With
you're talking
Daniel
to.
Craig.
It's like you're trying to talk to a 5-year-old without waking him up. Okay. And then little Easter Bunny decided to hop into the pasture and collect his Easter eggs. It's like, here you go. But shh, I don't want to get you too excited. It's really cute. You should totally be like a kindergarten teacher with that voice.
Thank you.
I like
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it.
and you know what, Candace? You sound like an audiobook for my nightmares.
Oh yeah, I take it.
This
You
was
know-
the quality is so good.
I love it.
Actually, is surprisingly
Wow,
good.
I'm really surprised because usually that's the first complaint I get on my videos is, "God damn it, woman, your mic." Get a pop mic, get a whatever. And I'm like, I'm sorry, my mic sucks, but I'm glad it's okay tonight. That's nice.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
it's actually excellent to the point where you can narrate Lord of the Rings, and I'll be like, "What the
Oh,
fuck?
Okay,
What the fuck,
all right,
woman? Why?
right.
Why are
Justin.
you so
Justin, I get it. You're.
How
yeah.
many times do you want to stroke her mic?
I know. That's what I was gonna say. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't know. This is the gay side of me is coming out tonight. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
God. Okay.
You're peacocking. All right. Just put it away. Put it away. All right. Zod. sorry about that.
While this is fabulous, let's get back to the article.
It's fabulous.
Tommy says, "Shame on you suggesting that pervert work with kids."
Hey, you know what? I already work with kids.
Hey guys.
No, that doesn't help you.
Poor choice of words.
And MGM's thinking of buying the Bond franchise, guys. Oh, this is my sexy voice. All right.
With Daniel Craig, now with that sexy beast, Daniel Craig, leaving the role of Bond.
I'm turning my
Another
mic
No
off. I'm
Time to
sorry.
Die. The generations of 007 fans are preparing for serious change.
You could
in
have
the
totally
franchise.
milked the 00 part of 7 if you're going to do sexy voice. Just saying.
The
There you go.
Pause, yo. There you go.
7.
The 007.
But said the change could even be more substantial, especially if MGM sells its half of the Bond franchise to another studio. As the latest reports indicate, both Netflix and Apple are in preliminary talks to acquire this iconic, very iconic spy property from the studio. The report from Yahoo isn't confirmed, but it's a bit of news, a little bit, a tiny bit of news, that is especially interesting as No Time to Die approaches its highly anticipated theatrical run, especially considering what a significant change MGM's possible sell would be for the beloved property. Of course, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer isn't the only studio who owns part of the James Bond franchise. Oh no. Every single Bond movie has been produced by Ion Productions. Started by Albert. Albert started that, and preceded by his daughter, Barbara. The company has been behind all 25 installments in this beloved franchise.
Oh, Barbara.
And is clearly planning on staying with the franchise on Bond 26 and beyond. So, MGM's potential sell to Netflix and Apple won't be completely fresh start.
It's just a single Netflix, you guys, not multiple. Okay.
It's just one.
Just shut the
Everybody
fuck
gets
up.
one. The lifeblood of this property will still be present. Neither Netflix nor Apple has made any statement in response on this latest report.
I love LB's expression with the bruh shirt. I'm pretty sure he just muted you guys. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's listening anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Although considering the legacy and box office appeal of 7 big screen Avengers, it makes sense that this streaming studios might want to get in on that action.
Oh,
The possibility of MGM's its stakes to Bond franchise highlight how much will change for the franchise following its release of No Time to Die. Daniel Craig, that sexy beast, has been played the martini-drinking M16 agent for 5 movies over a decade of filmmaking. As such, his departure will be a seismic change, a big seismic change.
hell yeah.
Albeit one that was expected. After all, the fans have seen the likes of Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Pierce Brosnan. Other actors all passing the torch to replacements throughout the years. Daniel Craig's tenure as Bond also saw the franchise embracing serialized storytelling and moving away from the historical anthology format. It should be interesting to see if this model continues in Bond 26 and beyond. Whenever a new Bond is found, of course, No Time to Die hits theaters April 10th. And in the meantime, check out our 2020 latest releases.
All right, I'm calling the police.
So Justin, did that give you what you wanted?
No,
No.
I'm gonna file a harassment suit.
Okay.
Everything
said
that
I
you
got a
just
little
said
aggressive
was
at the end there.
was
I'm sorry.
wrong, and
I got
it just felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. Uncomfortable.
It was like, instead of like the proper kind, like good seducing, it was like, here kids, have some candy.
Yeah, it's just like I'm worried about like those rich people in West Hollywood who just give out like large candy bars and put needles in it. That's what Zod is right now. He's
Look
one
at-
of those parents.
Check out my white van. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
check it
never,
out.
I never say this word, and I hate this word, but that was definitely problematic.
Oh.
Oh no, you can't be using that word. That's the word of the enemy.
Appropriate.
We like saying shit show. Shit show.
That was torture.
So, what do you guys think? LB, if I could just ask you this, you've said that this has been a rumor, and it has been. Anyone who's followed James Bond, they always talk about selling this. Do you think MGM would sell to someone else? And do you think it'd be Netflix or Apple? That's a weird. I don't know.
I thought it was Netflix.
James Bond's out here making billion-dollar movies. Why would they sell it to Netflix and basically shrink their market? That sounds absolutely stupid. Same for Apple.
The Senate says, "Oh shit is worked."
What is MGM doing lately?
I don't know what that means.
Is MGM doing all right financially?
No.
Well, no.
I haven't checked on their holdings or anything.
When's the last time you've even seen like those lions like roaring in the background? Never.
Well, I'm in Vegas right
that's
now.
more like a lions. Like I would imagine Lionsgate took their place.
Yeah,
that would be not a safe assumption. But like,
well, I'm
Paramount
wondering if
is on their way too.
I'm wondering if they're transitioning their business model away from cinema.
I think what they're doing is something that, what kind of like TV things that you've noticed that makes you, think about that?
Not necessarily TV. They have a lot of real estate.
Oh,
They tried
that's
doing their
true.
own streaming service.
Yeah, like Marty McFly's Neighborhood. That's what they're. No, okay, that was too obscure. Sorry. Okay, fine.
Well, they tried doing a
They tried it in the
Stargate show
50s.
on
I
it,
understand
but it was
that,
like a
but-
prequel show, and it was not well received
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you're
were
being
like
serious.
golden.
because it
They were
didn't
like
have
golden
anything
era.
to do, and it did a bunch of
or golden
retcons.
age.
It was not pretty.
It was more like the Judy Garland era. Is
Yeah,
when they really,
the golden age of cinema.
yeah, like
Mhm. Like back when Century 21 was around too.
Oh
and
God.
when oh God, yeah, Century 21,
Mm.
21st
That's old.
century. They were
Rip.
they used to be ahead of their time, but
Rip.
not so much anymore.
I mean, but not being ahead of their time, they already have the structure for making the movies. I don't see why they would sell one of their best franchises for
Because they're poor.
just some cash right now when it's going to continue to make cash almost indefinitely.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like something that they. And I mean, to be honest, that I don't see very many MGM movies, as everyone has stated, being made, except for James Bond. I didn't even know they did real estate. I was like, they haven't done very many things at all.
Well,
So,
they're
this would be
big
weird
in
for me.
Las Vegas. They have a pretty big
big time
business.
presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MGM Grand is a fucking grand place, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They owned MGM is they own a lot more than just MGM Grand. It owns it got a big umbrella. Mirage is part of it, Mandalay Bay Park, MGM Las Vegas, MGM Grand Detroit. There's a lot more too. Even Bellagio, lots of other ones. It's got a huge umbrella company that handles all of the real estate out here, and I'm just curious if they're concentrating more on that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, because then in that case, them selling would kind of make sense. Just completely get out of the movie.
Well, cinema's dying already, and it doesn't make sense for a lot of companies. If they're going to stick around in something, they got to stay profitable, and cinema overall has been on the decline. So I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this with my theater. The numbers and projections, even for my theater, or even the bigger ones around here, has dropped from just from last year to this year. I mean, there's been a sharp decline in attendance.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of it is the expense. It's fucking expensive to take your family to a movie now. So why the hell would you do that when you could see it on TV for free? It makes no sense. But that that being said, the movie quality, while there were a lot of shitty 80s movies, it cost like $3. You had a dollar theater, even when I was a kid.
Yeah, but movies used to be worth paying for.
10 years ago, you still had a dollar theater in Ohio. But you can't find that in California, because it's California. They suck.
California sucks.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
How much is a ticket over there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who's going to the theater, Justin or Terrence?
Well,
that's a good point.
I think Terrence just sneaks in the back. And
Terrence is going. It's like $30 a ticket because he buys whatever the most expensive thing is that you can find, and he buys it 5 months ahead of time.
All right, the last time I spent like $20 on a movie before The Rise of Skywalker, Sorry. I didn't mean to actually do that, but, it is what it is. So I will, yeah. Sorry, everyone. But
I want to go to California Adventure.
no, you don't. No, just go to Disney World again.
Yeah, I know I don't
Disneyland?
like. I know it sucks, but I still want to go see it.
You don't understand. It's half as big as Disney World, and
Yep.
it's half as cool. The only thing that is worth seeing is Disneyland itself, and just knowing that Walt Disney walked around that park is beautiful. Yeah. He walked there. He walked there. He rode that stupid little, unicorn cycle thing. What the fuck is it called?
A unicycle?
No, that like little thing. I'm forgetting the word where it's like all these horses that go in a circle.
Carousel.
Yeah, that's stupid
The
fucking
carousel?
So
Yeah, I
The
don't know why I
unicorns
forgot
that go in a circle? What?
a carousel.
something
Yeah,
big?
unicorns that go in a circle.
So just so y'all know this, that the studios, MGM Studios, lost 40% in earnings because of their investment straight into the Epix Now streaming service. I think that it makes complete sense that they're converting their business model to something for the long term, and cinema again on the decline. So they're just putting themselves in the market where it makes the most sense, and making movies may not be it.
Yeah, to get back on topic. Yeah, and
You're
one
welcome.
thing that thank you. But one thing that I was going to say is that the last time before The Rise of Skywalker, the one movie that I did think was worth $20 to see, and I actually didn't spend that. I spent like 18, but it was worth it. It was in the LA Cinerama Dome. It's like a famous theater, and it was in 70 millimeters. And I saw Joker. And it was the first movie that I saw like on film, like on real film, 70 millimeters. And Zod, you know what that means.
Oh, I hate you so much. I would stab someone to see that.
Yeah, because you're a white male. That's
And a
fine.
villain.
White male rage. White male rage.
But you wouldn't stab him
Yes,
if he was
I
a
know.
midget. You would leave the midget alone, right?
Yes,
I
yeah.
would hope so.
Do not stab the midgets.
Just
That's
punt
when
the
it's
midget.
okay to be
Community is
short for a stormtrooper. That's okay, I guess. I'm sorry, that didn't land at all. That just totally bombed. But,
No, proper. It came up a little short.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's what she said. So yeah, just so y'all have a perspective here. In 2017, they had purported 422 million. Okay, 2018, 330. 2019, 200. So it's a steady
That's not good.
decline. It's a steady decline. You can put out.
It's
You
not
can
a
put out
steady decline. That's like a 50% decrease in 2 years.
Yeah. It just seems like you can put together a good, like, it could be a good movie, a good franchise, but ultimately, if it doesn't make sense to the business model they're pursuing in the future, then it's like, what do you do with retail space? You have to put something there that makes you the most money, and in the long term, it's just not going to be movies, not in the theater sense, not in the producing, sense.
Yeah, there's not going to be another, Star Wars ever again. There's never going to be even an Avengers movie ever again. Like the same way that it's impacted audiences, the same way that people have been enthralled by it. There's some movies that you should see in a theater, but all of them we already own. We already have them.
Yeah.
We've already experienced
Yeah, that's true.
We've
Yeah.
already experienced.
We can
Back to the
always hope
Future.
that there will be
We're not going to see
Justice
that
League
ever
movie
again.
as good as the
Mhm.
Avengers.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
No,
Don't
no,
bring
we're
up
not
that
going to go
Snyder
release the
cut.
Snyder cut here. Jesus Christ.
I didn't
Yeah,
say that. What?
Ryan Kennel isn't here. Lethal Lightning isn't here, so we're not going to bring it up.
I didn't
Like,
say
no.
anything ridiculous like that. I'm talking like another movie.
Oh, like another movie in that universe?
Yeah, like another one down the road.
Oh yeah, like
That
Birds of
isn't
Gay.
terrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hush
I'm
your
sorry, I
mouth,
still call it
Proper.
that.
There
I
will
still
be
call
no
it that for no reason.
bashing the Birds of Prey on this panel, you son of a bitch, because my icon will punch the shit out of your icon.
Look, here's the thing.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
it's very telling how DC views its fellow DC films. You know, when they don't even a screening of the Joker. They had 2 trailers on film, and none of them were Birds of Prey at all. So it's just like they have no faith in this movie. Otherwise, they would have screened
I
it.
just saw a trailer of it like today when I went
On
to see
film.
a
No,
movie that already came out.
No,
they're talking about
no.
under the DC.
On film.
yeah.
On film during the Joker screening that I was saying. So maybe I didn't make that clear. You know, during the Joker screening, you know, this is a DC film, and they didn't screen that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something to, you know, separate the two again.
We got spam in the chat.
Yeah, I saw the Senate spamming that.
Yeah, but maybe it is just the separation of the two. But to me, it felt like, you know, DC does not have the same faith as Joker, which was a huge success, billion fucking dollars.
Now with the re-release of Joker, maybe they will put the first trailer for Wonder Woman 1984 out instead.
Yeah,
that would be great.
interesting.
That'd be great. But we
Yeah.
were shown 2 trailers though, and none of them were DC films, and I was like kind of disappointed. I thought Wonder Woman 84 was going to be a part of it. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was just 2 random films that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Which
Okay,
sucks.
I will tell you, I went to see 4 films. I went to see the fucking Turning, which don't ever see that movie. Dear God, that was the most fucking terrible movie.
What was it like? The Happening? Like it's happening.
No,
nothing's
it was
happening.
like
But it was
another.
Turning.
It's worse.
No, it was like this terrible movie I saw before that called The Prodigy, or The Prodigy of Boredom, as I like to put it. This film was like right on that level, and so like I went to see that movie, and there was even there. I went to see Parasite tonight, and there was a trailer for Birds of Prey. So I just think it was timing that they didn't put it in when the Joker got released.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. By the way,
Because like now, every movie I've gone to, they've showed the trailer at least once. So I mean, it's all about too when it gets closer to the release time, then the theaters. And remember too, the theaters program in the trailers that are going to be in the actual show. Sometimes we insert certain trailers, or we don't get trailers until later. They don't always come with the film.
All I know is that they blame the failure of Bird of Prey to white men not coming to the theater, I will be so pissed.
Oh, it's
because
coming.
that's so stupid. Like, oh my god,
It's happening.
like,
yeah. I mean, they blamed white men for Joker, and now it's $1 billion. So fuck the
Well,
media. Like,
it
who
went
cares?
from white man to whiter man with Joker. Let's be honest.
Well,
Yeah,
he
I
went
mean,
into
The
a
whitest
fridge.
of white men.
right up.
I mean,
Dude,
it wasn't Oscars so white. It's Oscars like the whitest. Right.
It
there.
was like the tip of my tongue, kind of white. I just see
What?
Jesus. I mean, just
Pause.
no,
What?
because he,
Huh?
whatever. He
Okay.
painted his tongue.
Oh, okay,
white.
okay.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, I missed that reference, but I'm glad you filled me in.
yeah.
I didn't know if
Glad
that was a weird
That
sexual thing.
sounded so dirty when you said that. I'm glad you filled me in. Like,
Ew.
what?
Oh,
You said it. I didn't.
shut the fuck up. Okay,
Yeah,
Echo.
you
Okay,
said
so-
this was on you. This is on you. You said
Zod,
it.
command control of your panel. God damn it.
Yeah, Proper.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah,
the fuck up.
Zod, where are you on this? Now you're making Candy uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. What is wrong with
You
you?
son of a bitch! You've been sitting here, fucking just running your gums for fucking God knows how long. No, shut the fuck up. We're gonna talk about Venom 2. Okay, we're gonna swing back around to Marvel here. So,
That
Venom
was a good
2.
transition.
I thought that was
like
Sony.
That. We're to
Apparently,
swing back around. I see what you did there. It was great.
so apparently, yes, it is Sony, but they have this weird thing where Sony is like really trying hard to say, yeah, Marvel still helps us because they mention Marvel a lot here, but there are some potential plot details for Venom 2. Some things that were confirmed at the end of Venom 1, but I'm just going to read this short article, and it kind of gives me some hope that
Zod.
maybe
Zod.
we'll get a fucking R rating. Yes.
Zod. Before you read this, I'm sure you're going to do an amazing job too. I have to go. I'm so sorry.
Is it because of what I
No,
said?
no.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, honey,
You see that?
I am way more sturdier than you think when it comes to shit like that. So don't you worry. But yeah, Zod. Yeah, I'm like passing out here, so I gotta go.
All right.
I turn into a
wouldn't want to fall
pumpkin.
asleep like Justin and then snore on fucking.
I would hate to
stream.
do that to you. I would never. I respect you, Zod. I respect you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Someone finally does.
Perp, Justin, LB,
Salute.
PB.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure as always, Zod. Thanks for having me on. You guys have a wonderful evening.
You sleep well.
I will
You
do
too.
my
You
best.
too.
All right.
Hey,
Bye.
one more thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Have
fuck.
a happy time in Vegas.
Oh, thank you. I'll do my best.
Win big.
I'll
Win
tell you,
big.
Vegas, just so everybody knows, Vegas sucks with a 4-year-old
No.
and a 1-year-old. When you have a
Oh,
4-year-old and a
yeah.
1-year-old. Yeah. So that's yeah, don't be jelly. Because ain't nothing to be jealous about over here. Nope. I'm here for 2 weeks and I've got 2 kids with me and it sucks. So yeah. Yeah. Y'all have fun though. All right. Bye.
All right, we'll see ya.
Bye.
All right, so Venom 2 is going to have a darker tone, and here's to hoping for an R rating. So some potential plot details for Venom 2 have
Justin
surfaced.
said that was a black thing.
What? I did not.
You did
What-
too.
what?
In the group chat, you're like a darker tone. What could that possibly mean? And in the picture,
Oh,
I
you
saw a black
racist
person.
bastard!
I don't know what you're
Venom
talking about.
has a black suit. That's the darker tone. Gosh,
Well,
he's got
then
that.
How does it?
symbiote
How is
stuff.
that? He had a dark suit in the first one. How is that darker?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to read.
Okay, read.
The sequel has been filming
No comment.
somewhat quietly since late last year, but we have heard that there are much in terms of specifics about the movie, which will see Tom Hardy return as Eddie Brock / Venom, and we know Carnage is the main villain. Beyond that, it's largely a mystery. However, if these plot details prove to be true, we could be looking at a rather dark follow-up to the 2018 Marvel Comics adaptation. So Venom 2, when we last saw Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, was in the post-credit scene at the end of Venom. He was locked away safely in prison. According to new reports, the state of California intends on executing Cletus for his deadly crimes. Before that happens, he makes a jailbreak alongside with Louis Barrison, aka Shriek. In the comics,
Candace was
Shriek,
wrong.
in the comics, Shriek is in
She said you
a
were going to do an
relationship
excellent job.
with Cletus. It isn't clear yet if their relationship will be somewhat established already, or if this is how they will become acquainted. It has also been revealed if Cletus will have a symbiote yet, so he may be breaking out of jail as a man and not yet Carnage. The other points that have been mentioned that will help connect Cletus to Eddie Brock a bit more firmly. Tom Hardy at one point posted a set photo of the remnants of an orphanage. Then subsequently deleted it in a hurry. So, they could just be putting that out just to get buzz. There was likely a good reason for this. Apparently, this orphanage is where Cletus grew up before it was burnt down, at least in the comic books anyways. As Eddie comes to find out through his investigations, Cletus was the one responsible for burning the establishment down, an act that resulted in the deaths of 12 people.
Resulted?
Yes. It
Holy
resulted in
shit.
the death of 12 people. Venom, directed by Ruben Fleischer, went on to be much larger than expected to hit, grossing $855 million worldwide, despite the fact that it was largely panned by critics. Audiences simply didn't care, and they turned up in droves to see it. The difference with the sequel is that it may be going the R-rated route as opposed to PG-13. R. But again, that has yet to be totally confirmed. Sony hasn't announced the release date, but it's expected that Venom 2 will arrive on October 2nd. So, a couple of things here. Have everyone here on the panel seen Venom?
Nope.
Yes, for free, I think.
So, I mean, I enjoyed it. My cons on it was that I wish it had an R rating. I think that if they're going to go with Carnage, and Carnage is a serial killer, I do not see how they could do a PG-13 version of this. It would just totally water down this whole story.
It's like watching a PG-13 version of Silence of the Lambs.
Or Deadpool. There's some things you should keep in the R-rated.
Didn't they do a PG-13 Deadpool?
Yeah, but that was more for comedy's sake. Like the way that Ryan Reynolds executed
that's not the point. The point is they did it. Did it work out or did it not work out?
It made less than the
Did it work out or
original.
did it not work out?
I mean, in what sense are you talking?
Just say yes or no, guy.
I mean, because if we're talking money-wise, then yeah, it worked out.
Okay.
So,
But if we're talking...
But if we're talking about the film-wise, it was very choppy. And people said that when viewing the film because there's parts cut out of the movie.
Okay. I don't know why you're making this so difficult. Like, I thought I was giving him a simple question.
Man,
No, that's very complex.
Oh. No.
I'll watch Venom one day, but that movie don't look good at all, man.
I mean, I feel like for that, you have to
Be intoxicated.
really like that character.
Be intoxicated.
LB.
I mean, you could probably be on some psychedelic drug, like, drop some acid, take some mushrooms and watch it, and you would freak out a little.
I've watched the Goop Lab. I will never do that.
LB, I think you'd have a lot more fun with it than you did in Aquaman.
Man.
I would bet that
I mean,
it's a better comedy than Aquaman.
Aquaman's underrated, man.
I tried to forget
Underrated.
that night. You just reminded me.
Stevie J Reviews is in the chat. Is he in the back?
Yes, he is.
What up,
Oh, he's
Stevie
not in the
J?
back. Damn it.
Stevie J?
I know. I've been trying to release him from those dingoes, but I mean, he's still fighting them off. Sorry, a villain can only do so much.
Curtis YZ said it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Stevie said Venom was a mess. It had a 20-minute prologue.
Curtis YZ say that I hated Aquaman. Okay, yeah. You see, we might have the same taste there, buddy.
No, trust me.
Bruh, I will never forget that night, bruh, when I reviewed it. And Terrence, it was Terrence and Sean like defending this movie. It's like, bro,
I wish I would have been in. Were we still doing hangouts at that point?
Yes.
Okay, I wish I would have been in the hangout when you were watching the movie and talking to Terrence, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm real excited for this part that's about to happen, LB. You're gonna love it."
Man.
And you were like, "Yep." And then the Power Rangers fought the villain.
Yep.
Stevie J said he's going to jump in shortly.
Yes.
Oh my. It's a special occasion. Special night here.
We'll get a report from the land of smoke and fire.
Got all these celebrities in here.
This is like the celebrity edition of the Phantom Zone. I'm loving it tonight. But yeah, so I think you definitely would like this, LB, a lot more than Aquaman. I'm not going to go and say it's the greatest thing. It's not. It's got a lot of issues. But Tom Hardy is a great actor, and he really it'd be a complete shit show without his acting. I will say that. Like, a big key component is Tom Hardy in that film. Like, if you don't have him in, I feel like that whole thing just falls apart. Because Stevie J brought up a good point. The villain is very generic, cut out, mustache twirling kind of a villain, a little over the top. Like,
are you taking shots at Snidely Whiplash right now?
I'm just stating facts here. I mean, the movie's got a lot of issues, but it also has a lot of charm, and it's because of the acting. And it's one of those movies where you watch it and you can tell the people making the film
has a lot of charm? Snidely Whiplash's mustache.
You could tell the people making the film had a lot of fun with it, and I think that also adds to the experience. Like, when you have the actors really involved in a project, it could take a mediocre movie and make it at least watchable. I mean, there's a lot of films that have done that. So, I'm not saying it's the most groundbreaking thing, but it was entertaining for what it was. And I really hope that this movie gets an R rating.
With the R rating so that they can see or show people getting ripped into by the symbiotes?
Yes. Like, okay, so they go to bite people's heads off on this, and they wouldn't even show it. They, cut the camera away, and it annoyed the shit out of me, because it's like, you can do some violent stuff with PG-13. I mean, you can show people, getting limbs cut off occasionally. You can't do it throughout the whole movie, but you can show certain things. I mean, you can toe the line.
I mean, yeah, I was just thinking about that when we had to go buy some cigarettes earlier before the gas station on the reservation closed, because the Indians sell them for cheap. That's how we do it here in America. Anyway.
I see your check kind of split on Aquaman and Venom.
Oh,
I know. That's the way this movie is.
Sounds about right. And Guardians of the Galaxy was on, and it was at the beginning when Ronan is interrogating that guy in the chair or whatever that he was torturing, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And then he smashes his skull with his hammer, and you don't get to see that. But then this guy's blood, which isn't like our human blood, runs down the thing and in the floor and all that kind of stuff. So you can totally show blood. You just can't show human blood. So there are certainly workarounds, but you got to be able to use the comic book world to your advantage.
Exactly. And thank you, Trey. Thank you. I don't like reliving that moment, but Zod got his neck snapped in a PG-13 movie. Yes. If they can fucking snap my neck in Superman, okay, which is the most egregious thing ever, I'm just saying. If they can show the neck snap and you can hear the sound
But
effects.
that doesn't show anything, though. They don't care about that stuff.
You hear the and he takes his face while he's doing the laser blast and he puts his hand.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I get emotional about this, man. That was hurt my heart. That was the worst
I would
General
get emotional
Zod death
too
I've
if my head
seen.
was all wobbly on my fucking shoulders.
I mean, you know, no, General Zod needs his own movie. I'm just saying facts.
Stevie
R-rated.
J. Stevie J.
What up?
Speaking of which,
G'day. What's going on?
There's an
what's
echo.
up, Stevie?
Stevie has an echo?
Can you guys hear me all right?
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
You're
Yeah.
very quiet and you have an echo.
Echo.
Well, that kind of sucks. Let me see if I can fix it. Just hang on a second. Let me see if I can fix it.
Oh, that was pretty good. But then we get some
Am I
beeping
still
noises.
Here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Do I still have an echo?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. Yes.
hang on a second.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking LB! God damn it! There's still a slight echo. I don't know. What are
what
you
about
doing
now?
differently, Stevie?
Now you good now.
Do I have an echo?
Yeah. It's gone now.
Oh, he fixed it?
No. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Wonderful.
Sweet. Well, hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, man. Nice talking to you
Hello.
again.
Okay, so
Hello
Venom
there.
good, Venom bad?
Venom bad. Venom very bad.
Very bad.
Wow, wound my soul. I would say
hold on.
very
Before
bad.
you continue, now that you've said very bad, can you give me a number 1 out of 10?
I give it a 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's very
Okay.
bad. Just like average. Just like 50-50. That's terrible to you.
I mean,
That's-
no,
yeah.
5 out of 10 to me, I would say I would agree with him. That's very bad.
The only reason it's not like a 3 or something is because Tom Hardy was in it, and as always, Tom Hardy is good. So
Okay, because that's
He-
the one
he
thing
saved
that
it from
really
being a freak.
made me pissed off about The Dark Knight Rises. Is that like, oh, blah blah blah, all that stupid shit.
Hey, Bane is
Like,
a great
I
villain.
wasn't falling for it. No, I didn't fall for it. There was no
No,
Joker.
it was-
Heath Ledger was gone. No, it was done. Dark Knight Rises, shit. Also, Robin is in it, but not in it. So fuck that. They didn't have the balls to give the caped crusader, Robin, any
To
kind
give
of
him
dick.
his
So,
dick.
Yeah. Dick Grayson. Yeah. Fuck that. No, they didn't even do that. They didn't even have the balls to make Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, they
Robin.
didn't have the balls to give him his dick.
Who wants a Robin?
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't
I
going to
mean,
be Robin.
no one.
Proper.
Yes,
he was
he
going to be
is.
Nightwing
What?
You know,
at the end.
Oh
You
my
know-
God! No, you can't
Grayson-
just no. Stop! You can't just jump to being fucking Nightwing.
whoa.
Wow, PB
Yeah.
Trigger. Go ahead and elaborate.
That's bullshit.
Why can't you just
You
can't jump to
you
the
can't
Nightwing?
not be a fucking hero, and the whole point of being that hero is that you were trained under Batman first for I don't know how much fucking time. It doesn't matter, but for some amount of time, and then you left and you did your own thing, and then you came back as a new hero because somebody else had taken up your mantle. That's the whole fucking point. You can't just jump to Nightwing.
I love what you
Yeah,
can go
and, you know,
about.
and you know what? You know what's also great about that? Going off of PB's point, he's totally right about that. He's totally right to say that you can't just go from, A and just go to Z. You know that? Like I get that. I get that mentality. But also, Dark Knight Rises sucks.
I wouldn't say
That's
it
all I'll
sucks,
say.
But
What?
I
It
was
does not
fine.
suck. You're tripping.
I was fine with the movie.
Dude, Dark Knight Rises is my favorite shoot 'em up movie.
I was fine with the
I'm
movie.
sorry about your poor taste in movies.
That's a bad joke.
I was fine with the movie until the twist. And Gordon, whatever his name is, he aggravated me in the
Joseph
movie.
Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, him. I felt like they was giving him too much shine in the movie. But other than that, I was fine with the movie.
They gave the pseudo Darth Vader guy too much time and day.
Bane was
I
great.
wish they had given
Bane was amazing.
Bane was great until the twist.
Boring.
Yeah,
I experienced boredom.
Yeah, because like they kind of like at the end, like you thought like, yo, Bane's the mastermind, but then like he was pretty much a puppet at the end of the day. But he's still a great villain, though.
They cut his legs
Yeah,
off.
he was the puppet. He was the puppet of Christopher Nolan's imagination. That's all he was.
Right.
You know, and it was boring. I didn't like it.
Bane had them quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 3 Darth Vader quotes. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, but I didn't. I just it didn't do it for me. I don't know why. I wish,
Yeah, I
dude.
agree.
I
agree
feel like
with
I
LB.
was. I feel like I was tripping because I feel like it just didn't. Like there was something that was missing there, and I feel like making a sequel to The Dark Knight was a big mistake because Heath Ledger is gone. I think Joaquin Phoenix did a better job, in my opinion, in establishing it. Even though they're different Jokers, I totally get that. But yeah, it's a controversial statement. I get that.
Proper.
But what
grow stronger from the pain. Don't let it destroy you.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. What is that? A quote from The Dark Knight Rises?
Bane.
Do you feel like
yeah.
you're in control?
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Bruh, Bane had so many quotes in that movie, man.
Yo, he was
I didn't remember any of that because it wasn't a memorable movie.
All right, let's be serious. I love Heath Ledger's Joker, but how many quotes do you remember from him outside of Why So Serious?
Right.
All of them. They're
so many. A magic check.
Out of all the 3 villains, like Bane was the most intimidating. Like,
yeah,
really.
Tom Hardy wasn't proper. You can't tell me Tom Hardy wasn't intimidating as fuck. He was big as shit in that movie.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Dude, I honestly did think of it as like a big joke. I thought of it as a
Let
big
the Australian say something.
Please.
I got to agree with LB on this one in terms of the character, because it was the end that really ruined him. It was a good character up until then, because the problem was they built him up as the invincible villain, and then at the end he was just like a little bitch.
Yep.
For the other guys, so it's like, well, that's what ruined it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. Really
And I think
that character.
And I think that you hit on a good point, because maybe that's something that, I haven't seen it since it was released because I had no desire to see it. Because I did experience that ultimate, failure of delivering a decent villain. And it was very hard to do that after seeing Heath Ledger's Joker. It's very hard to, make a convincing villain a sequel, in this kind of regard. It didn't have the same impact to me. And because I think it's because of that ending, that I didn't even think about, that really did just make me go out of the theater, just be like, all right, why did I even bother?
I don't know if y'all remember at the time, before it became cool to talk about The Dark Knight Rises sucks. Like, people were saying the movie's on par with The Dark Knight, and they were saying Bane's a great villain when the movie came out. People were saying
no.
Yes.
Literally everybody in the theater that I walked out of, you remember like trying to even get a ticket to The Dark Knight, but I didn't experience that. I don't think.
I honestly think Bane was better than Heath Ledger's Joker. That's just me.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Well, you know what?
Of course. Let's talk about this.
That's just
Joaquin. Oh, come on. Joaquin is better than both of them combined. Shut up.
I wouldn't say that.
No. What? Y'all going crazy. Y'all going a little ridiculous. Aren't they, Stevie J?
Yeah, that's just a little ridiculous.
That's coming from the Joker shill right there.
I
but
think
no,
I think y'all are fangirling too much about with Heath Ledger's Joker, man. Like y'all gotta let that go.
No,
All right, hey,
Look,
and I
hey,
moved
let me.
on to Joaquin. Joaquin is better than both of them combined. Boom.
All right, hold on a
Okay.
second. Hold on a second. I just want everybody hush. Now, I want to say that the reason why Heath Ledger's Joker works so well, does everybody else forget the fucking cast in that movie? It was more than just Heath Ledger's Joker.
I know.
I mean, one,
Seriously,
you had
you
the
had the guy from you had
proper,
Anthony Michael Hall.
silence. I'm
Hit the mute
talking.
button.
Anthony Michael Hall was in it.
There were tons of great actors that were in that film that Heath Ledger was constantly bouncing off of. Okay, not to mention everybody on that film was at the top of their game. It wasn't
But-
just Heath Ledger that was making that movie great. Look
By
at the
bouncing
fucking
off
cast.
of, you mean upstaging?
I wouldn't say upstaging.
I
You know-
would.
You know that's a good debate. I'm glad Stevie J's here because I would say he's the most sensible one here when it comes to movies. Now,
thanks, LB.
I've seen
I
The Dark
believe I'll
Knight.
take that.
I've seen The Dark Knight a lot. I haven't seen it recently, but is there any merit to that comment about how Heath Ledger was bouncing off of anybody? Because
Yes. I think so.
like off the top of my head right now, I can't think of any scenes where Joker is by himself.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Well, this is
That-
the thing.
that-
There is merit to it, definitely, but you got to think of it in both ways, in my opinion. And this is why I say that Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix are two different performances completely. Because you can think of Heath Ledger's one in Dark Knight as, yes, he had other people to bounce off, but you could also look at it in the reverse, that he had to work with other people. It wasn't just him. He wasn't able to just do his own thing. He had to make it work with other people in those scenes. And yes, they were great actors as well.
Yes, and he
but I think
did
there's
have to work
there's a
with those people.
There's
Yeah.
a certain brilliance to both of them. And Heath Ledger,
Oh yeah.
to me, was worthy of winning the Oscar. And so is Joaquin Phoenix. They both did a fantastic job in two different types of performances.
And to add on to that, you also have to remember that Heath Ledger wasn't the lead of the movie. He was a supporting character.
He did win supporting actor. Yeah.
No,
Like,
no, I'm just saying as far as the part where he didn't have scenes by himself, really he was bouncing off of other actors because he was a supporting actor.
I'm not just talking about like, he won for best supporting actor. I'm talking about as he was literally like, this is a Batman movie. It's a Dark Knight movie. It's not like Joker where he had to carry the picture. But he did do that. And, you're absolutely correct, and something that, interested me when I was looking at the difference between Heath Ledger working with somebody else, with Harvey Dent, the actor, I forget his name, but
Aaron Eckhart.
Two-Face.
Great actor.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Underrated.
His
yes.
performance was definitely his performance was definitely underrated. The dude that played Two-Face, because it's like we literally saw a person just become a villain right in front of our face and stuff, and they didn't.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was
that
half a
hospital
villain.
scene, that hospital scene when he's talking, the Joker's talking to him. There was,
awesome.
there was a mention. There was a mention in some interview with the actor. He had said that there was a respect there because Heath Ledger. They didn't talk at all. They just acted in the scene and they rehearsed it several times. But Heath was always in character. And at the end of the day, he just, when they got out of the trailer, he said, "That is acting." He gave him a fist bump and just like walked away. Meanwhile, Jared Leto.
Hey, no, all right. You're going too far now. You're going too far. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say.
Why are you talking about a vampire? We're not talking about vampires here.
All right. Well, the
other difference between Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix in their performances and their characters was one portrayed the Joker from being Arthur Fleck. So, it's just a normal everyday guy all the way through.
It could have been titled
the
Arthur
Joker in the end. Whereas Heath Ledger started the film as Joker and finished the film as Joker. So two different performances.
If they called it Arthur, that would confuse the kids.
Yes.
It wasn't made for kids.
Wasn't that a movie with Russell Brand?
I think they missed what I was saying, Zod, when I said that.
Yeah, they didn't get the.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, the aardvark.
Like,
yes.
What if Joker was? Oh my God, Arthur. Russell Brand. That was a great joke.
So
I was talking about the PBS show Arthur.
Yeah, not the movie Arthur.
Arthur goes to the asylum.
The English teacher's gay now. Oh my
after
God.
Joaquin Phoenix wins this Oscar for this award, does that mean that the Joker as a character is the greatest comic book character ever?
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay, let me focus the question a little more. The greatest comic book character in film?
No.
Yes.
Well, who's better?
Thanos is better.
No.
Okay. I will severely disagree. Thanos is kind of a look. Here's why. Thanos is a single note kind of villain.
The big
That's
note.
it.
Half of this Marvel universe.
The big note.
Yeah, he was boring. He was a boring villain, but
What?
he served his purpose. He served his
Not
purpose.
He wasn't.
Boring.
He was boring. He was
When
boring.
the
There
hell
was
were
like
you were bored during Infinity War?
He was.
Yes.
Are you
I was
shitting me?
bored. I experienced boredom, except
Wow.
Peter Dinklage was a tall guy, and I like that.
That's funny. It is funny.
That was funny, but he was definitely not a single note.
No,
villain in
it
Infinity War.
didn't. It did. Look, I don't feel like I should have to watch 23 films in order to understand these films.
You don't
I
have
don't.
to watch 23. What?
No, you
the
can
fuck?
just start at the Avengers. You can,
But Thanos,
start at Iron Man.
was hinted at. He was
Man,
hinted
look.
at, but he wasn't the big baddie.
I-
Of course, like Loki was like the big baddie of the Avengers. That was exciting. He was cool. That was awesome. All I saw was Iron Man, and then I saw that movie. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. All right, it's the end, I guess. They build it up for this
Thanos was a
big
great
team
film.
up. I guess they're gonna do another team up in this phase. They're gonna do another team up. And then I guess this
Look.
big orange purple grim as fuck is gonna be the one who just snaps everyone, out of existence, half the people in existence. That's cool. That's cool. I love that.
No,
I
no.
love that.
I'm willing to bet when they start doing greatest villain lists of all time again, Thanos would be in the top 3.
That's very sad.
Whoa. I didn't say greatest villain. I just said greatest character.
Like up there with like Darth Vader. Like when you think of villains, you think Darth Vader, right?
No. I
Right?
can't. I can't.
No. I just asked the question. Like when you think of a villain, Darth Vader's probably the top of your list, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Like not
I
even
would
saying
say so.
no. I'm
I
not
usually
no.
Ray.
Listen. I'm not saying best villain. I'm saying when you think of a villain from a movie, Darth Vader's probably the first one that pops up in your head.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I
Thanos will
think
probably
of
be there.
that and the Wicked Witch of the West. Probably.
Oh my God! Am I in the fucking Twilight Zone tonight?
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. I do think of, like if you're a kid.
Never. No. Hold on. I gotta address this. I have never in my fucking life been thinking about villains and the fucking Wicked Witch of the West pops up. Never.
Oh, why?
Never
Why? Because she's a woman? Is she
Because
a woman?
she's not
Is
the
that
villain.
why? It's because they were fighting over a pair of shoes. Is that it? Are you a sexist?
No.
I would think of Maleficent before I think of the wicked whatever of the West.
As a
Yeah,
child,
yeah,
though, as
yeah.
a child, come on. As a kid, you think of like what are these big baddies? You think of the Wicked Witch of the West, and you think of Darth Vader.
Than the witch.
This is ridiculous, guys. Come on,
Well, for me,
you prefer Grimace over the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, come
one
on.
of the scariest villains from my childhood was Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Oh,
See?
wait.
Hannibal. I would think of Hannibal before the fucking
Whoa,
Wicked
whoa,
Witch
whoa.
of the West.
Hold on a second.
Hold
Are we
on.
going
You
to go
saw that
into
as a
like
child.
horror thriller movies along with family movies?
You
Well,
saw
hang on a
this
minute.
as
Hang
a
on.
child.
Don't accuse-
How old were
Don't
you?
accuse me of jumping around when Proper just brought up the Wicked Witch of the West out of nowhere.
But that's
Don't
still in
accuse me
like
of jumping around.
that's still in like the family style movie.
Hold
Like
on.
Star Wars is a family movie.
The Silence of the Lambs not a family movie?
I mean, I guess it depends on
I
your
certainly
family.
hope not.
I'm not from West Virginia.
Hey, it's not a transphobic movie either. There's tucking and everything.
What's oh, okay, come on. Like, don't tell me that, when you guys were kids, you weren't at least somewhat intimidated by the Wicked Witch of the West. Or
I
was it
just
because it
told
was
you
an
I was
old
more
movie?
afraid of the monkeys
Out
than the
of
witch.
that movie, it was actually the monkeys that scared me more than the witch.
I would think of the evil queen before I think of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, Glenda, the good witch, more like awful bitch. Is that it?
No. The evil queen from Snow White.
Oh,
okay.
That one. Yeah. Yeah, she sucks.
I mean, if we're talking like villains, like, okay, villain I think of, like Scar. That's a villain.
Thank you.
That
Yes.
is-
Scar.
that is an iconic
Scar.
villain.
Scar had Nazi hyenas. I mean, you don't get much eviler than that. Come on.
Right.
They were walking in formation and
let's
everything.
clarify, we're talking about the original, not the 2019 piece of shit.
Man,
Correct.
Man, don't.
Don't take LB back there.
Oh no! Don't take me there either, please. Like, we don't want to discuss this. John
John
Favreau.
PB.
Like, we're still
Right.
all guessing. There was only one
Yeah.
real shot in the
Right.
movie, and I'm
Right.
still like betting on it. It was like a fucking star thing that happened. Like, just like Jesus. Like,
Long,
this
long.
was
Well, if we're
animated.
gonna-
It sucked. They
If we're gonna
dedicated.
do the House of Pain,
Okay.
let me
Just
jump
one
around.
thing. Just one thing. They dedicated 3 minutes to giraffe shit, and that pissed me off.
Long.
That fucking
live
dumb
the
beetle
king.
sequence. No.
Be prepared.
Long. Yeah.
prepared.
Long
LB,
live
no,
the
stop.
king! Punches him in the face.
Don't-
Oh my god.
Be
what the
prepared.
Be prepared. Like, it's like he's
Be
bored out of his
prepared.
mind.
Be prepared. But shut up. What's
Be
up?
prepared in the blah blah blah. Blah. He made it
What's up?
boring, more boring than it
Proper.
usually was in the
Proper.
original film. Oh
Justin?
my god!
Proper.
How do you
Stop
fuck
it.
this up? Oh.
PB, to answer your original question from 15 minutes ago,
Okay.
no. That just because Joaquin Phoenix wins the Oscar for Best Actor does not make Joker the best character or villain character in comic books of all time. No.
Yes, that was the
It
question.
just means that he gave the best performance. Well,
This year.
but probably in a long time.
Okay.
Well,
So,
yeah. Well,
what
well,
does it
I
say
mean,
about that
yeah.
particular character that that character can win accolades in film, whereas none of the other characters seem to be able to?
It's because
I
what
actually
it
don't
says
think
is
it's
that-
the characters.
What it says is that Todd Phillips, combined with Joaquin Phoenix and the rest of the team that made that film, made a fantastic film.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it says.
You know what? To go off your point, Stevie, I think it's what you do with the character, not necessarily what the character is, not where it came from, but what you do with it, what you do with the source material, what you interpret from it, and what you can analyze from the source material that you have. So I think it's very interesting the way that they were able to craft this sort of story that's universal for most people, because most people love the Joker. Last time they saw the Joker, it was Heath Ledger, when it was very iconic, because nobody saw Suicide Squad. But what took away from that is like, wow, that was a great performance. That was the last time that people, that's the last time that I remember not being able to go, and I had to see Hancock twice. No, I had to see another movie twice.
Did you say
because I
Hancock
couldn't see-
twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hancock. Yeah, the other superhero
Oh,
movie that came
wow.
out around the same time as The Dark Knight, and the only reason
Whoa,
it
that was a
bombed out-
superhero movie?
Hancock is not a superhero.
Yeah, it was.
I would
Yeah, it was.
strongly debate that.
Yeah, it was a okay. Yeah, it falls into that category.
He's
but
like
nevertheless-
low-key Brightburn.
Oh my God! Shut up. Nevertheless, the point is that Dark Knight, people wanted to see it so badly that I had to see it twice. That never happens anymore because nobody wants. People want to see a great performance, and they got it, and they did the character right. But like the reason why the Penguin isn't even like a thing anymore is because what the fuck do we remember? What was the last time they did it? In the Batman Forever or something?
Danny DeVito.
Batman
Oh, yeah,
Returns.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
yes, he was
yeah.
pretty good in that. Let's be real. Danny DeVito played that pretty well.
Yeah, but the Penguin, like, is still seen as cartoonish in a way. I mean, there is that Gotham series that I guess does the Penguin pretty well. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I never watched that show.
Yeah,
It was on Fox, so I didn't trust that they were going to do DC characters correctly.
Oh. I get that.
Hey, I'm not trying to change the subject, but somebody just left a comment and compared Kobe's death to gun control. Like when I said that it's not the time. It's not the time for people to be tweeting about how he was a rapist hours after his death and his daughter's death. And he's like, I'm using the same argument as people use with gun control. It's not the time to talk about it.
What?
Right. So my response is, you're comparing people calling him a rapist a couple of hours after him and his daughter died in a crash to gun control arguments. LOL.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy must be quite limber from all of that stretching.
You know what? I ain't even typing all that. I'm just gonna respond. Okay, Eric.
Who the fuck is this?
It's Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like a knob jockey.
Yeah.
But
But
banned already? I can't see this comment.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
highlight it. Jeez.
I 100% agree with what Stevie J says about Joker and the
Proper,
greatest
do you
character.
think that the comment is in the live chat on the stream right now?
That's what I'm looking at.
It's
Oh,
on
is that not
Twitter,
the case?
or it's on one of his videos.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
Never
pretty
mind.
sure it's
I
on
thought-
Twitter.
No, it's on my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all don't
Okay,
go there.
so Eric was in the chat. Okay.
No, Eric's on my YouTube.
No,
video. He was never in this
Eric
chat.
watched LB's video and left a dumb fucking comment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
LB's
I'm
looking at
sorry
his
about
own
that.
YouTube.
Yeah.
It's been a long
And
day.
LB
I'm
looked at it
sorry.
and was like, I have to share this with the group because it's hilarious. And now it's been
okay.
hilarious
Okay,
again
all
because
right.
people in California don't understand it.
Yeah, apparently. Thank you. Fuck you. Shut up.
Oh my! Oh wow!
Thank
This
you for
guy. Hold
clarifying.
on. So this guy says, so when O.J. Simpson died, should we not talk about what happened with him? What about Bill Cosby? What about Donald Trump? Shut
What
up,
the?
man. Just stop.
Whoa!
Whoa, hold on. Kobe is no Donald Trump. Let's just be perfectly clear. Kobe is not the president of the United States. That's one thing. Okay, we can cut that out. We can cut that out.
He said if
immediately.
Donald
But
Trump,
he's also like, it was Kobe. Who were the other two people? Who were
he
the other
said,
two
look,
people?
he said if Donald
Bill
Trump
Cosby
died, he said
and
if Donald.
O.J.
Hey, relax.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna finish reading the comment. He said if Donald Trump died in a plane crash or helicopter crash, I know several people that would dance and have a party if Donald
Oh my
Trump
God,
were
you
to
could-
die unexpectedly.
Yeah, I know. They're
Wow.
terrible people.
What the
That's
fuck
crazy.
is wrong with people? Like,
Oh my God, I'm LB, I apologize for interrupting you now because I didn't know that guy had any more things to say. Unlike me, I guess, just like seriously, like what the fuck?
No, I don't understand the random vitriol for people that you've probably never met and are never going to meet in real life, and they probably have only affected your life for the positive. Like the odds of them affecting you negatively are very slim. So why are you getting all worked up about it? Because
minute.
why would
Hang on a
I
minute.
care or get, I'm not going to be happy if any person politically on any side dies. That sucks. I don't want people to die randomly and then have to bury their children.
Yeah.
So is this bloke trying to compare Donald Trump's jump shot with Kobe? I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Hey,
Yes, because Donald Trump is the best athlete.
I once
guess
beat
both-
Michael
I-
Jordan 1-on-1 in Atlantic City. It was a beautiful game.
It was the best game.
Oh,
MJ
a
had no
perfect
shot
game.
at me. I had the perfect J. I
Speaking of Michael Jordan, you notice how they put out his little response to the whole Kobe situation. He spelled Kobe wrong,
yeah.
and they put
Wait,
that out.
wait.
That's because the American
Hold on.
education
What?
system needs improvement.
Hold on. Did he really misspell Kobe's name?
Yeah, it's like Kobe or some shit.
Hey, man.
He pulled this out.
What?
Put an R.
No. Hold on. Like y'all are laughing and everything, but I actually don't believe that Michael Jordan actually did this. Come on.
He did.
Oh man, this man, he still commented. He added another one. He said, "Just imagine if he had been convicted of rape, what would his legacy have been? If he was convicted of rape, he wouldn't have played for how many more years?
Then only his number 8 would be retired.
If he was convicted of rape, he would have been in prison. Like, stop it, man. Like, stop
Yeah,
it.
then he wouldn't have been in the crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if he was convicted of rape, that's a pretty big bloody if.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
going to be like praising to high
like-
heavens when Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson died. I'm just going to say nothing. Why can't they do that?
Right. What's so hard to say nothing? Like, seriously, there's so many things that happen in this world that I say absolutely nothing about, that I disagree with. It's not hard to do. People died I don't care about. I don't say, man, I don't care that this person died. I just say nothing. You know, when what's the Epstein guy? He died. I didn't say anything. I went hopping on Twitter. Oh my goodness, he's the worst white man ever because he did this and this, and he hangs out with Hillary Clinton. F him. No, I say nothing.
Right.
Yeah, because nobody cared.
Oh.
Exactly.
I mean, who really cared? You know,
Right.
when he was
Well, I
gone.
mean-
No, nobody did. Nobody did. Nobody even knew who he was, really.
Right.
That's true, though. That's fucked up, but it's true. No one really knew who Epstein
Like
was unless you followed that.
when Michael Jackson died, I went on Twitter tweeting all. Same with Prince. I went on when they died. I went on Twitter tweeting all day about how Michael Jackson allegedly hanged out with little boys. No, just jam the music
Right,
and
No,
listen.
that's
the
actually
point?
when, you know what, that's a good point because, that's when, I was in middle school, I was in New York City when that happened. And, there were people just like paying tribute to him and being respectful and everything. And, that's when I feel like it became socially acceptable to listen, at least as a kid, as a young boy, I guess, to listen to this music again, because that stigma was no longer there. People were, mourning the loss. They lost a legend, and that kind of notion kind of went away for a while.
Right.
Which is so
Speaking
interesting
about
because
losing a
that doesn't
legend.
happen.
Oh,
get going.
no.
No.
Perp, you
I've gotta
leaving?
take all my modesty. Yeah, mate. Yeah,
What?
I'm really jammed for time at the moment, but I wanted to jump on and say good day to everybody and have a bit of a chat about some Joker, about some movies and stuff.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. It's always fun.
Always
I'm
great
sorry
to
I
have you,
talked too
Stevie.
much.
Yep.
I will be back on more regularly soon, but
We love you, Stevie.
Yeah.
jammed up. Love you too.
Yeah.
Spirit fingers.
We
you.
love
Spirit
we,
Continue to fight the fires.
we love you and Sydney Watson, Stevie J.
Yep.
Yeah, both of you are Australia's finest.
Oh, I love her. She's awesome.
And don't forget about Lethal Lightning.
I
You're
said
like a
Australia's finest. Already.
Damn.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Damn.
Catch ya.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
Love you, Stevie.
Oh
we
my
have
God,
a bot in the chat.
We do.
Terrence, what's up?
Apparently he's up on what's going on because he's talking about Kobe Bryant.
He got that firmware update.
Yep. He clicked the update. He was down for a week.
Oh man.
He updated and he was like, "Oh fuck."
Hey, I got
Kobe.
a funny
Like,
story
he-
about.
he-
Now, check
I bet he cried.
I got a funny story about Terrence. Like I posted my Kobe Terrence. I posted my Kobe video, right? Terrence leaves Terrence leaves a comment in another video telling me that Kobe died, despite me having a video posted talking about Kobe dying. I was like, this guy here, bro.
Did you guys not exchange emails at this point? You've been on so many streams together.
Holy shit.
He didn't bother to text
Dude,
you or
you can exchange emails as many times you want with Terrence. That don't solve the problem.
Yeah, you don't.
Like he's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Terrence, just get a business like Twitter account and make life easier for everybody, please.
He can't do it.
All you have to, you
not-
don't even
it
have to
goes
look on
against
your
his
Twitter. Just look at the
programming.
messages and just.
It doesn't
be like,
jive
okay,
with his coding.
I don't know. He calls people humans. I get that, but
It doesn't
just like-
fit into his binary way of thinking. I don't know how many more computer puns I can do.
He's not a computer.
Hold
He's
on.
not a
Did you just say
computer.
Terrence is non-binary?
No, he is binary.
Oh.
Oh, so he's both. Okay.
It's always ones and zeros. He either did or he did not kick his mother. Like, there's no gray area.
That's one of those things I'll never understand, that whole binary and non-binary thing. But hey, it's not for me to understand.
Oh my God. You know what's even worse is those people who identify as trees or as inanimate objects. It's like,
Oh my God! Who identifies as a fucking ficus? I want to meet this person. Like, what do they work
No,
with?
you don't.
Breezes?
No, you don't.
I don't understand.
You identify as a ficus if you want to be seen in the corner by Steve Carell.
okay, look, you can be a man, you can be a woman. That's about it. You can't be a dolphin, you can't be a tree. You can't be a vampire. That's
No, you
not
got to do some
possible.
serious
That's not
surgeries to be a
possible.
dolphin.
And you can't just go by they them pronouns and just be like, you can't decide which gender you are.
So you're trying to say you can't identify as a unicorn?
Of course not.
No.
Shit.
Oh, no! Don't open this can of worms because Bitchy will come in here.
I'm sorry. What are you gonna identify as a worm in that can or something? Like what's about to happen here? No. Of course you can't. You cannot be it's just like you're not a fairy. You're not. Well, some people are fairies.
That was a bad one.
You're not a werewolf. You're not, a mythical creature. You're not a leprechaun. And
he's
can
leprechaun size.
You can be short. Hold on. You can be short for a stormtrooper, but you're not like a 2-inch leprechaun. That does not exist. Like
He's a bit short for a Babu Frick.
Oh my God. That's a good one. But seriously, like you're not a lion, obviously. You're not a tiger.
You
You're
want to
not.
hear me roar?
Yeah, I mean, we can hear you roar as much as you want, but you at the end of the day, you're not. You're a person. You're a dude.
Oh.
You are not like people who are genuinely in that mindset of just like, oh yeah, I'm a wolf. I'm just like, no, you're not. You're a pussy. Like what the fuck? Like, no, you
can
are
identify as
mentally
a
ill.
pussy?
Like, yeah, no. I mean, some people. Well, whatever. That's not the point. People who actually identify as like trees or inanimate objects or something, or actually people do identify as cats. That can be a kinky thing, but
Wait. Have you seen the movie Cats? You can't identify.
No.
Just
We're
saying.
not talking
That's
about fucking
possible
cats
now.
on here.
That Ricky Gervais joke about James Corden. Oh my God, James Corden can't even
Funny.
get a good movie.
You know what?
He cannot. Everything that he has starred in sucks.
I'm
That's
going to identify as a YZ. So you call me LBYZ from now on.
Holy shit. What are your pronouns?
Curtis.
Stop. Why would you ever ask that? Oh. Guys, if you ever even went to college, people are just like, I go by he and him pronouns. It's all
Oh
these
no,
gay
we're
guys
losing the
saying
bot
that.
in the chat.
Oh,
And
my
after I was
God.
just going to read all of his messages to you, LB.
Oh no.
If I ever spoke to anybody and they say some mess like that, like refer to me as he, her, this, that, I'm like, bruh, I'm a grown man. Don't tell me what I need to refer to as or speak. Like
You're a lonely man. That's what you identify as.
Yeah.
You're just telling me.
You shouldn't also have to explain what your pronouns are. It should be very obvious.
Right.
You're lonely.
and that's why it always, whenever there were some, students talking to us, it was always about, sexual harassment or something. It's always, with these gay guys, he just said like, I go by he, him pronouns. I'm like,
So the gay guys do extra sexual harassment?
yeah, no, I guess in their speeches, they talk about it in length, I guess. I don't know.
Oh God!
You can't say that. You can't talk about gay guys doing length of sexual harassment.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm done.
Finally. Okay, so Terrence said, LB, that comment around the time the news dropped, when I checked the channel, you didn't have a video on Kobe. That's why I left that. I was trying to let you know that I watched your video, LB. That comment doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, because it contradicts itself.
I know. That's because it comes from a bot. It came as a shock to me. I made a video, and then I was checking around. The only other YouTuber at the time that had a video was Jody. I don't know who the fuck Jody is. I've never heard of Jody before in my life. He was doing a stream. That was when I went to your channel, LB.
Jody Spooner?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then he said good night, but I enticed him to stay around for a few minutes. So he might still be there listening to me. He might not be. So you got a response to that, LB? It sounds like shenanigans.
It does.
Is this his whole entire comment?
Yeah, that was the whole. There was like 2 comments, 2 long ass comments.
Oh, well.
Weird.
Like, you would think that a bot would be able to get the grammar correct. That's what confuses me. Like, they've programmed him to imitate humans very well. Most of the time.
Look, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that I would be infuriated about the grammatical issues, but you know what? I don't.
They
think,
are
based on my
Zod
reputation.
level issues.
Are they? Well, you know what?
Well, at least
I
on that
don't
first one, it don't make any sense.
Look, I don't have enough.
I will
time
read
on-
it verbatim because this is exactly what it says. Because I tried to fix it as I was reading it. I left LB that comment around the time the news dropped. When I checked the channel, you didn't have a video on Kobe. That's why I left that. I was trying to let you know I watched your video, LB.
Yeah.
So you tell me how somebody typed that up and was like, you know what? That's what I wanted to say.
I'm out.
Darren, out.
All right. Well, shit. This has been very entertaining, but I'm gonna start writing stuff down. So I'm gonna go down the panel.
Well, I'm pretty sure we talked about everything except for the Green Arrow statue.
Yeah.
It's
There's
okay.
there's a statue in Vancouver. They're
Was it the
thinking of
statue that was in
removing
the
it.
episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they wanted wanted to keep it there, but the people are wanting to remove it. So I thought it was hilarious.
Fuck Canada. Okay, we're good.
Why do they want to remove it? Because he's a white guy?
He's a white guy who shoots various people with arrows. So can't be having that.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I think they'd be happy because he's not using a gun.
I bet they would keep it there if he would put a little black smear on his face.
Oh, fuck. All right. On that note, let me just head down the line. We're going to wrap this shit up proper. The short version, please.
Goodbye.
All right. And
that's
I guess there's nothing else coming on the channel. He's done for the rest of everything. Okay.
No. I have a video coming out. Grandparents react to Cecil that already came out, but this is now going to be the grandparents reacting to your comments, including PBs.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
comments on their video.
Yeah, on the first video. Yeah, that's going to be the first video that comes out.
What he said wasn't confusing. Everybody understood it. Don't worry about it, villain.
Okay. All right.
I don't think that would. I don't know. How
it wasn't confusing. Don't let him confuse you, Justin.
Why would it be confusing? If anything, you're confusing me because you're like, oh, don't let it be confusing. You're just like, what is this?
I'm a fucking villain. That's what I do. All right.
What do you got coming up next?
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, when are you doing a Lonely with Friends this Thursday?
No.
Oh. Well, are you doing it ever again?
We'll see.
He kicked his friends out that lonely cave.
I guess.
Yeah. No one ever came, so.
Son of a bitch.
Why stream?
He's like, I got 5,000, 6,000, 68 something, right? You had 68 something?
Yeah, something like that. But
Something like that. He got 68.
That's a
Some
damn
people,
shame.
he's like, you'd think I could get it at least up to 1,000 viewers, but what a bunch of buttholes.
Yeah. No one, people don't want to see me stream. It's all good. Don't bother me.
I can't wait
damn.
for that 6.9. 6.9. That's going to be a great day.
Yeah, a 6.9,
Yep.
a 69 celebration.
Oh yes, you should name that, and have
That'll be
everyone
good.
come on.
So I can have 6 people show up.
And like
And then-
6 people show up and
and
like
then-
9 viewers.
6 people show up, and then I'll have like 9 people show up, tell me, hi, just hitting the like. Bye.
Oh yeah, those assholes.
Thanks for the stream.
Yeah.
Just dropping a like here. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for killing my retention.
Somebody else is streaming. I just wanted to stop by and say hi to everybody.
I will never forget. I will never forget that night. Buddy came to my stream to tell me he's going to Drunk 3PO stream. Bye. I'm like, bro, why, you came to tell me that, bro? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, like fuck you.
Hey,
Like, why would
just
you
letting you know,
come
I'm
on
going
my
over to Drunk
stream and
3PO.
like, hey, sorry, there's something better going on. It's just like going to your party and saying like, hey, we're going to the party next door. Goodbye. Like ringing the doorbell and everything, and you answer the door. And,
Right,
and,
that's
hey,
exactly
we're
what
going
it
to the
is.
party next door. Bye. Just like, what an asshole. You want to sucker punch that guy in the face. Like, fuck that guy. Like, why would you ever, like, say that? It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Life.
Bitches.
Oh, well. Sometimes in life, right, Terrence?
Right.
Well, you have
Sometimes in
Terrence's
life, we
email.
move on
Why
to
don't you
the
get
other
Terrence
black man on the
here?
panel so he can plug his stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
That's you, Perp.
I got to start now? Okay. All right. You're
Yep. It's perp.
It's perp. It's been a wonderful night. You know, we got LB here. It's been a long time. First time. It took you a while, but you know, he here. That other Justin.
Yeah, and you got to talk to Candace, Perp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts
Got
to
to talk to some white eye candy.
Yeah, man. I love the snow bunnies, especially in wintertime. You know. But shouts to that Justin feller and the ginger that's right next to me without soul. And shout out to the Evil's villain on YouTube. General Side.
it's just a guy that ginger.
I'll give a shout out to Stevie J Reviews because he ain't here no more. The dingoes got him.
Oh, shouts to Stevie J for popping up. We'll probably see him in another 6 months.
Well, at least
I
he
hope
stayed
not.
for a while. You know, he didn't just pop up in here
He
to
did.
plug his channel and then leave.
Yep.
Like Sean Stackhouse. We'll never forget.
Yeah, even though I did see on Twitter a few days ago he needs some watch time, so go over to Stevie J Reviews and watch a bunch of fucking videos. Everybody who's listening right now, go over there and click on some
doing it.
videos
I'm on
and
the
just
way.
let it autoplay.
Or die.
Or I'll kill your plant. Anyways,
Just keep it rolling.
the commander, the co-host, the sometimes on time, Mr. Pop Culture PB. Go ahead and tell them about your channel and probably some hilarious shit that you just got coming out.
And how the Packers suck. Just saying.
Oh my God, why would you do that?
I'm shocked you know who the Packers are, bruh.
Right? That's a miracle.
I forgot until, like, you know what I'm saying, I seen them, you know, trending on Twitter like, y'all, Packers suck. Hashtag the Packers suck. I seen that trending. I was
What
like,
team
I
is from
PB's
New
about-
Jersey?
Hey, at least we don't gotta take no losses.
None of
We
them.
good.
None of them officially.
But they all come here at the end of the day. So
Stevie J need to make a playlist.
The only reason why they go to New Jersey is they're on their way to New York.
Snacks.
Stevie J needs to make a watch my videos playlist.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
You know, like
I'll have to
the
talk
live
to him
stream
about
or
that.
something. Like if he does a live stream one, that'll definitely boost his watch time.
Yeah, live stream.
Makes it easy for people. Put it in a tab, let it run.
Yeah, like you could do all videos. Boom.
call it
Use the
live
playlist.
stream from down under.
Or just set up any kind of playlist that lasts, you know, more than a day. That'd be great.
I'm playing all his videos, all 119 of them,
He has more videos than I do.
because I'm a real one.
Speaking of
I'm at
which,
159. My most recent one was a High Council highlight of them talking about how J.J. Abrams is a cookie cutter director and writer. Because he is. And that's why the studios love him. Because
By
he's
the
just
way,
a yes boy.
Speaking of your
salute to
videos,
Curtis YZ.
TV,
He said, "Effing awesome stream, y'all."
oh, thank you, Curtis.
Oh,
I'm
thank
glad
you
you
so
enjoyed
much.
it.
I try.
That makes one of us. No, I'm kidding. No, this is actually wonderful. By the way, you are watching the most groundbreaking, earth-shaking, but never medium chill money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying YouTuber in YouTube entertainment today. Not General Zod, because he sucks.
I hate you so fucking much.
That was good though. I was able to say that. That's a whole tongue twister.
All right. Did I not do okay with that?
Yeah,
It's all
that
right.
was awesome.
I
You just
tried
missing
to
this-
memorize that.
You had to say it
I'm
faster
probably-
though.
Oh, did I screw it up?
Oh my
I
goodness.
should have done it a little
Let
faster.
me help you with that. You have been watching the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never me a show money taking the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying YouTuber in YouTube entertainment today, Mr. General Zod. Thank you, everybody, for coming here and watching the channel. I appreciate it. Besides this miscreant to my side, I apologize for all of his
boo the
comments
outro.
tonight.
Everyone just boo this outro. Boo. Boo. General Zod.
Tomatoes.
Anyways,
Boo.
this
What do you
Saturday,
got coming up, General?
I have G-Man Lives. He's
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Yeah, who is? Why are you interviewing people that we don't know?
Who is
Who
this
is that?
man?
Yeah, we're
Go
not even.
look up his channel.
We're not even.
Who's his
invited.
mama?
No, how about you just tell us real quick,
Right.
like what he covers?
It's like
I
last
don't know
week when
what-
you interviewed some guy named Second Street Marvel. Like, who is that?
Sounds
I don't
like
know,
a
is
Shriek.
that
I don't
like
know. I
Spider-Man
heard his
guy?
name thrown around, and I was like, he looks like he could be on this channel.
He likes Spider-Man icons, so he's like, yeah, I'll do that channel.
I actually.
Curtis
don't have-
just said, dude, G-Man live. Holy shit. Yep, he is well known.
Just Curtis.
What?
He does gaming
Okay.
reviews. He's probably one of the most comprehensive reviewers on video games. Very in-depth analysis, breaks it down, comes from a very technical standpoint on gaming. So it'll be very interesting to have him here on the channel.
As long as he
You
likes,
talking about this
if
guy
he's
that's
a fan
got
of anime,
292,000 K?
Yes,
Holy shit! How did you get him?
He
I
paid him.
begged. Hey, I'm a fucking villain. I'm not above
Gave him
giving
a
bribes.
I mean, people
You
do
sound
do
like
that, you
one
know,
of-
pay people to get on live streams.
My God. Like, I'm looking at this guy's couple videos that he's put out, and he looks like he does like one a week or something. And he gets pretty freaking good views, especially for what his subs are.
But if he
Yeah,
doesn't like anime, he's
Hey,
canceled. Just saying.
So
So,
you better,
Well, you know what-
he better,
you know what a
I don't know,
helpful-
have you contacted him and had him like share it on his platforms instead of just you sharing it on your platform, saying that you're like interviewing him and then you tag him and he doesn't retweet it?
hey,
He's going to share out the link. Yes, I have made that mistake a couple of times.
hey, I was thinking, when am I gonna be in the Phantom Zone, man? Like, I like, you know,
Oh
Master
shit!
got one.
When
Master
you
got one.
when you actually show up to watch anime episodes.
Touche. I still feel like I'm special. Like, you know, PB got his own episode.
you're
Master got his own
definitely
episode.
special to us. Yeah. What?
LB has one.
No,
I mean,
guess.
technically,
Oh, technically. Oh, that's the technically one.
it's
Non-lock.
classified
What are you
as
talking
one, but it wasn't an official one. That's what you got to go with.
Wait, what are you guys talking about now?
Fandom
Yeah,
Talks. You have not done one with General Zod, correct, Justin?
Correct.
No,
Okay.
you did. It was labeled something different at the time.
Oh, that was
It was the
labeled.
government name.
It was labeled
Mickey-
God-given name talks in the fandom zone.
Well,
Okay.
to be fair, I think it's only proper to do it in this proper context of, you have a new format, new show. I've never been on
Yep, gotta
fandom.
redo the episodes.
You got to redo it. You got to do it again. And also, in return, we do have to again, because you are, by the way, and I cannot forget this, you are featured in my highest viewed video, which was a live stream about Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai never
Season
die.
2. Oh, it will never die. And if I don't see Miguel in a wheelchair, I'm going to be pissed off.
You might see him in a coffin.
Oh, God.
All right.
spoilers.
I was just
Holy shit.
rewatching that the other day, and
We just passed the 3-hour mark.
yeah, we did, and we're gonna go past another one.
Oh my
Three-
god.
And on that
3
note,
hours
everybody,
and 1
remember
minute.
the one rule here. Kneel before General Zod.
No,
Peace out.
boo,
No,
boo,
there's no cotton to